Hello everybody, hello and welcome to Kusogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament, and many thanks for the happy partner anniversary wishes. I have no idea how long it's been. It's been a while. It's been years, maybe 2 years. I don't even know. White Panther Hedgemaze, thanks for resubscribing. Oh my gosh. This music is from Yolanda. This music is amazing, let me tell ya. Yolanda's great, come on. And this is definitely better than AI stuff that was put out. Like, this has a tune, and it repeats. It has elements that come back, and it's got elephants, maybe. I don't know. It's been a while since I played it. Yeah, everybody, Kusogrande today. We are currently running one of our last Losers Bracket Round 2 matches, but why? This specific round is about games that you may ask, why does this exist? It might be good, it might be bad, but biggest question is why. It's always a lot of fun to see what the GMs have come up with. Demon Fox, thanks for resubscribing. Muchas gracias. Why don't I have Yolanda hype mode on my playlist, you ask, Chiron? Nobody's put it there yet, that's why. Yeah, there's plenty of Yolanda. There might be hype mode somewhere. Hype mode is just her screaming, right? I mean, there's the stressful music at the beginning, but there's also her screaming. Blastinus, thanks for resubscribing. Good to meet ya. Good to see ya. What am I talking about? Good. Just good. Chiron, you just want the Yolanda scream? I'm not doing that. That's not something I'm ever gonna do. And thank you for the Twitch partner anniversary. I don't know how to see how long I've been a partner, but it apparently is my anniversary. So that's cool. For all of you who are showing up over in YouTube, it's not my anniversary there, but hey, guess what? YouTube subscribing is free. Ha! Take that, nerds. Take that, Twitch, huh? I get paid through Twitch subscriptions, though, so that's a benefit. But yeah, luckily my channel over on YouTube is monetized, so watching over there does support as well. I appreciate it. Oh, it's been an interesting few days. I don't know, like yesterday and today I'd been, depression's hit. Listen to this music. Oh my god. Depression's hit. But you know, I'm getting through it. We're getting along. I put some stuff on my stomach to stop it from hurting so much, which I'm glad about. Mendezi, thanks for resubscribing. Good luck suffering today. Oh, take care. No, it's good. I put the stuff on my stomach. If I get a little silly, it's potentially to help with my stomach. But yeah, like, even though I'm kind of in a funk, what's great about streaming is that I can get like 2 or 3 hours done and like still have a good time. So we're here. We're doing Kusogrande. I've got it. Gonna kick your butt, everybody. Gonna kick your butt with bad video games, huh? Everybody, show me your butts so I can kick them. Kick every single butt. You know what? It's that time. Polk, thank you for resubscribing. Thanks for everybody else showing your booties. Crappy, it's time for you to take us to the game reveal. And I appreciate all of the good wishes for partner anniversary. Honestly, you all have made my dreams of being able to be a streamer come true, and I appreciate that. Uncle Pooh is celebrating as well. I just like Uncle Pooh enough that I haven't switched him out yet. Well, everybody, this round is But Why? What does that mean? This round, the players have been given a game that may or may not be good. Some of them have legitimately been good, but the biggest question is, why was this game made? That's right, we're dipping a little bit more into the strange side of video games rather than completely bad. So, what do we have today? Well, the GM for this match is our dear friend, Omega Number. Omega Number, come on in and let's chat about this game. Hello there.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I am actually quite excellent. I went to the Renaissance Fair yesterday.
Ooh.
I might be going to the Cat Cafe right after this match.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What's the coolest thing you saw at the Ren Fair?
So there's a fire whip person who had a whip that was on fire. That was pretty good. And he took he took a cap from a water bottle from the audience and he had it on his head and he whipped it off his head while the whip was on fire.
Okay, I want you to know that I understand you said cap, but I heard cat. And I'm like, don't whip the cat. Oh my gosh, Omega Number, how dare you? Encouraging cat whipping at Ren Fairs. Can't believe it. And you're going to the Cat Cafe as well. Or is it a Cap Cafe? Hard to say.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good. Honestly, that would be pretty cool to see. Well, good. The question is this game going to be more interesting than fire whipping? I don't know. What game do you have today?
Well, I really wanted to lean on the theme of this one. So I've done, I guess, 4 of these now. I wasn't quite expecting to do this many, but I really do like the theme because of saying, okay, let's drop having an idea of even a bad game. Just what's a really weird game, which is what I leaned into for this last one. This is actually a genuinely legit game. I think it's perfectly fine game. Once you hear what the setup is, it's like, how did that happen? It is very much but why. So that's why I picked it. We're playing Gombari Gorky.
So what was it?
Gombari Gorky.
Gombari Gorky. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Also known as Factory Panic in the US, we are playing the Japanese version because it has our favorite protagonist, Gorbachev. And and the players are going to have an hour to try to help Gorby accomplish everything that he wants to do in this game. Whoever makes the most progress takes the victory. Whoever doesn't, they're out of Kusogrande. Eliminated because they just weren't able to help the masses, I guess. You know?
So, Sharon and chat, this is better than Gorby's Pipe Adventure. This is actually a legit good game, but it is purely Mikhail Gorbachev who has a scream attack, the Red Army to get supplies to people. I don't know. It's I don't know how they came up with this, but it's a good game.
We will be talking a little bit about the history because, like, political history between different countries, especially when the U.S. is not involved, we tend not to learn about it. And there are reasons why Gorbachev was popular and why a game would have been made about him in Japan. It makes a lot of sense to me now that I've done a little research. But oh my god, this music. Just a second. What music was that? Mindezi, are you moving your icon specifically over the character here? Okay, let me just say, chat, you're going to be able to use Twitch points to vote on who you think is going to win. However, I also highly appreciate playing along with the demo. That makes me very, very happy. Okay, well, I'm going to check with the players to see if they are good to go. I'm ready. Are you all set? And take down picks, lol. There we go. I gotta put the LOL because it was funny. Thank you for the happy partner anniversary wishes. I don't know which anniversary it is, but it is an anniversary, I suppose. Wasn't even planning on that, but hey, It's cool. You get to be here on my anniversary when Twitch decided to own my life. That's pretty cool.
So the music, by the way, that's 1812 Overture by your favorite composer, Tchaikovsky.
Yeah, I was pretty sure. And that's often associated with American patriotism, which makes it even more entertaining that it's here. With that said, the players are ready to get going. So everybody, I need you to spam all of your best Gorbachev emotes. Or what else would be appropriate, actually, Omega Number?
Bread,
Yes,
medicine, 3 pieces, anything that would be like a random supply that you might want to have. Meat?
Yeah, meat, food, wrenches, spam, because as soon as I see movement, I will start our timer. Oh, good. I'm glad that, no, we're having good emotes come in. I mean, a Cabbage Patch Kid is basically a commodity. Oh, good job. Wait, good job to both of them.
Yep. For the first stages go very fast. So this is there's 2 actually kinds of stages, and there's 4 of sections of 8 stages each. So it'll switch modes after 8 stages to go to the other kind. For this kind, there's the little junctions. You can hit the buttons to switch which way they're going, and they're leading the little items. And in each level, you're trying to direct a particular kind of item to the people waiting for it. So they might be wanting food, they might be wanting tools, they might be wanting medicine. So it's just whatever it is they're wanting in particular for stage. And it definitely goes quickly at the start and then gets faster as it goes along.
And the beginning screen before you start the level shows you what commodity they want. So right now they want houses. That's what I'm seeing. We want houses. Yep. What happens if you feed them the wrong commodity?
It's okay. You don't get credit for it.
So on this level, all you really need to do is stand on the button the entire time, because then everything will go to the people.
Yeah, I mean, it goes faster if you do it right. Yeah, you want to direct the right things, because then like it can get jumbled up if you start putting things wrong.
I'm just thinking of meta strategies here.
Yeah. The other thing that you may notice is there's the guard walking around, so Gorbachev has a scream attack, and it is a scream that is confirmed for the manual, and he is able to stun the Red Army with his scream. So the Red Army is trying to stop him from giving out the supplies to the people that need it.
Of course they are. Oh, Mendez needs to get rid of these poisons, or whatever they are. I assume we're dealing with either medicine or poison. But if you just have poison floating around, you can't heal people. You gotta get rid of the poison so that you can deliver the medicine.
So, this is a decently quick game. I actually think somebody might clear it in like 50. We'll see. But they get longer as they go on, so they don't all go this quickly. It's, starts as a tutorial and then they get trickier.
Okay.
And we already are seeing kind of the what kind of game would you call those? Where you have the
jeez.
One in the center that you can spin around.
The what?
So the tracks in the center that you can spin around, and there's some games that do that a lot. I'm just trying to see, is there a name you'd give that kind of game?
Puzzle game.
I don't know. Railroad building game. There's a lot of the railroad building game strats to this. So if you're familiar with any of those, there's some arcade games. There's a couple council games that are like that too, where you have to kind of fiddle with those a lot, and that's what this is about.
Gotcha. It seems like this dude is trying to eat all the meat. And that's a big problem here for Gorbachev. He's gotta feed the people, okay? You gotta feed the people and yell at the Red Army to keep them from stealing all the meat. Come on. Yeah, this round is but why. Again, when this was adopted for the American market, Gorbachev was definitely removed. But Yeah, for the original Japanese release, no, we get Gorby in all of his tubby action here, and I kind of love it.
Right. The other game that's named after Gorby doesn't actually even really feature him. It's like he's on the title screen. For those not familiar, there's also a game featuring Gorbachev that's Gorby's Pipeline, which is a pipeline of water that's going between Japan and the USSR, and it's meant to be like a friendship pipeline. And it's a straight up puzzle game where things start dropping from above, so kind of like Tetris, except that you're playing Pipe Mania or one of those kind of games.
Gotcha.
Right. And in this case, you are playing directly as Gorbachev, so I mean, just that alone made it like that much weirder to me. But also, this one it feels better as a race. I mean, the other one you can race if you wanted to, but this one adds a lot of variety to it. And like I said, there's a totally different kind of stage which they haven't seen yet, and so it's actually going to swap between the kinds of stages.
Now, one thing to note for the player, or for everybody watching, is that the players are told that they can and in fact should use save states at the beginning of each level, because you can get a full game over a decent way into this game, and at that point there would be no chance of recovery. It would just be too bad.
Right.
Yeah, they have been given that opportunity, so if they need to load states, if you see them load states, that's allowed. Triscor, by the way, working on delivering these Game Gears to the people, because that's what the people need.
Yeah, the continues are decently generous on this, and I really thought about just not doing that. Like, it is pretty generous, but there is the possibility somebody could just burn through all of them on a particular level they get stuck on. And that would... I don't want the game to be decided like that. You know, it made more sense to me the way that we would normally race this anyway, to just have it go continuously. And it's not like they're not penalized if they don't die. They have to start over the level.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, so...
Now, I do want to thank the referees who are helping with this match, because we have Comrade Blastin as champion of the Kuso workers. Uh-oh. Okay, well, no, I support you, Comrade Blastness. Buster Curry is seizing the means of production. Finally, Taven accepts this historically accurate portrayal. Well, good. Thank you all so much for joining this game, which may or may not be propaganda. It probably is in some way, but remember, propaganda isn't necessarily always I don't know. There's oftentimes at least a little bit of truth behind propaganda. That's why it works.
Yeah, I would say the friendship line one feels a lot like propaganda. This one, like, doesn't, which I guess is the other reason that makes it kind of inscrutable. It's like, I'm not sure what even point they were making with this by giving Gorbachev a shouting ability, and yeah, it doesn't even succeed as propaganda, I guess.
Well, I mean, one interesting thing, like, because this came out in 1991, which Japan historically did have a pretty strained relation. Oh, wait, what is going on Mendesi's screen? Let's talk about this level first, and then I'll talk about history.
Yeah, so this is... there's a Japanese thing called, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, Amadakuji. There we go, Amadakuji. Where you have these kind of ladders where you're going down the ladders, and then if you hit a crossing, you're supposed to go across. That's kind of what this is. You can change where the bridge is, and you can redirect them to a new place. It's sort of like Mega Man X, the fighter spite. Or the spider fight. The fighter spite? Oh my gosh. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So this is round 2 switches to this mode of gameplay. It also does mean Mendesi is ahead.
Yes. Mendesi definitely has a lead. However, depending on how Triscor manages to figure out the way that this game works, Triscor could make a decent comeback.
I would say this is certainly a game where you can get stuck later, especially 3 and 4 is where you could get stuck. It's still not a long game, so again, somebody might finish, but that's where the real juice starts to happen, is those later stages.
Oh yeah.
So because the guards get really aggressive. That's kind of the main difference, honestly.
Okay.
It also is, these bridges can get a little bit gnarly to even figure out what's going on, and somebody could kind of panic. You also notice that they're having to redirect like multiple times to get the right things to the right people.
Yeah. So, a little bit of the history lesson with Gorbachev. Again, like, before Gorbachev was the leader of the USSR, Japan definitely had a strained relationship with the USSR, and because of that, like, Gorbachev came in and was one of the first politicians, especially in Soviet Russia, to be like, hey, Japan actually has a lot of power. They're a huge influence. We respect Japan. And Japan's like, oh, that's pretty cool. And over time, you know, his influence escalated to the point where he even had a trip to go visit Japan itself because, well, he wanted to improve the relations with them, and Japan was like, you know what, we're kind of cool with you because you're treating us well. So, yeah, his visit was in 1991. This game came out in 1991. It just makes sense how it lines up. Why would you make a game about Gorbachev building roads and such? I don't know. It's a game idea. Sometimes you just need an idea.
So while you've been talking, Trescore did actually blast through the first stage of this set, but it is starting to get trickier because you actually have to pay attention to who gets what, and they've been kind of blasting through that screen, so they have it straight in their heads, I guess. But this is one of the sources of confusion. You can like sometimes just get mixed up who needs the house and who needs the meat and who needs the medicine, because if they go to the wrong person, then you know they make a little expression on their face. You should still have seen it plenty of times now. So it doesn't like kill them or something, but it does mean that it can cause a delay and make it not quite work like you're supposed to. So you want to try to redirect it as well as you can without wasting any of your food.
Now, I do like that, like, reviewing this, I'm seeing, you know, this game came out in 91. It came out a couple months after that other Gorby game that you were talking about. Gorby's Pipeline, was it?
Yes.
And then later on, this article is saying several months after these games came out, the USSR fell. So, like, we're getting very, very late USSR inspired video games here, and I kind of love that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Triscore doing a good job of getting the medicine to the right person.
Yeah, late. So the transition for the fall of the USSR, it really was a very close thing in terms of, I mean, there was an attempt at a coup, with some fairly high-level people involved, and if they had caught, so the leader after Gorbachev was Yeltsin, and if they had actually managed to catch Yeltsin, there was a military team that was supposed to catch Yeltsin, basically, and he actually like figured out what was going on, redirected his plane to land in a different place, and there's a lot of drama to it that's not really important for this game, but the main thing is that it really was kind of a near thing that they transitioned in all their political system from Gorbachev to Yeltsin, and that one year, 1991, just so much happened. It was, I mean, really hard for anybody to follow. Honestly, I mean, I was young, so you know, I wasn't following news that closely, but I just like I don't even know what's going on anymore because of being so complicated.
Yeah.
So, strategy-wise, it does look like Mendezi is taking more routes that kind of are very close to where the parts go. and Triscore is kind of trying to intervene a little earlier than that. It kind of depends on the level, which one might be better. If you're good at this kind of I still can't say it right. Amadakuji kind of game. Being able to predict that really well is helpful because you can see, oh, this is going to be right. I don't even have to change anything. Or, oh, if this is going to go 3 gates, and so it's going to be in the wrong spot, even though it's going to the right spot. That's kind of a big skill on this game.
Yeah. I will say, like, another positive thing about Gorbachev is that essentially he did run the USSR into the ground so that it fell apart. Actually, that might have been more people who were trying to take power away from him that ended up running it into the ground. But he was a big proponent of change from what I can see. Like, I honestly don't know too much about Gorbachev, but largely one of the figures who helped end the Cold War, which is great. I approve of that. You probably have some problematic things, Gorby, but you know what? Ronald Reagan was was one of the other people who was kind of involved with that, and I can't say that Ronald Reagan doesn't have a complicated history as well, I didn't make any video games about Ronald Reagan, though. When are we going to have our Reaganomics game? Come on. We need a game.
Let me think here. I have... Well, there is... There's Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja, although you're not playing as Reagan. Right? Where you have to rescue the president, and then it's Ronnie at the end, and he offers to buy them a burger. You know that game?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And so Ronnie does show up in that game. I'm trying to think. He does show up in some other games, although they're a little more obscure. One of them is this British game from '91, which has a whole bunch of celebrities, so like Elvis and Margaret Thatcher, and they like try to kill you, and they're just like monster mobs basically. So it's like a normal RPG, except the monsters are all celebrities.
I love that. Yeah, people brought up that Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War has Ronald Reagan as well. Apparently, Johnny Turbo's Arcade Heavy Burger. Okay.
I don't know that one.
I don't know that one either.
You found a list of all the games with Reagan in them?
Well, yeah, on Giant Bomb,
Okay, of course.
Yeah,
of course
Bad Dudes is definitely there. There are a lot of games... Okay, he's in a surprising number of games. A lot of them sound really boring, but that's because they're war games, and I don't really care about that. But yeah.
I really would wonder if there's a game based on not his later politics, but on his early movie career.
Possibly. There was a game that came out in 1986 in the UK called Split Personalities. It's a fast-paced puzzle game, and you just complete images of famous faces. So, yep, Ronald Reagan did, as an actor, show up in a game that was basically featuring famous people. There you go. Okay, I'm getting tired of this music, I gotta be honest. It's not the worst.
Hey, this game can't have 10 out of 10 in all respects when we're playing Kusogrande. I mean... Right?
Yeah. I mean, this is Kusogrande, come on.
Yeah, I did give, I think, like 10 out of 10 music. Well, not even that game. When they rejected, so I had given the 2 Konami games, and those tended to have pretty good music. But the Castlevania one, I really like the music on, except...
I do want to note that Triscore is doing a lot of good work catching up. So there's a possibility that Triscore could come back depending on how long this level takes Mendez, although Mendez just keeping the enemies stun locked, making sure that they can't move. Good. Oh, I need to This week, I'm going to be doing some level design, but I'm going to be adding more stuff to the NES game that I'm helping make, and I gotta figure out how to make health and damage and all of that good stuff work in there. So my question for this, I've seen the characters occasionally get hit by a bullet or something and take damage. Like, how consequential is that? Because it doesn't seem like it does much.
Not that much. I mean, the save state thing, I was just being very, very cautious. Like I said, I thought of just ignoring that because I doubt they're going to die. They can't, again, their enemies are a little more aggressive later, but generally speaking, you have to get hit like... I was trying to intentionally die, and I think they had to like knock me down 3 times.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's not that common to get knocked down. It is possible, and you can die, and then you can also run out of time. That's another thing that can happen is the little timer up there.
And it is confirmed. We have a lead change. Triscore now in the lead. It looks like we're back to the first type of level that we have. Yep, round 3, stage 1. Mendez just wrapping up the second world here. Good. Just by making this guy dance. Look at him go. He's dancing. Uh-oh. Getting low on time, though. And unfortunately, Mendez messed up the meat. Don't want to do that.
Yeah. Really, this would be a big loss if Mendez can't pull this off, because it is a total reset of this stage if you have to redo it.
By the way,
there are ways.
Go ahead.
To get bonus time, but they haven't really been dealing with that too much. It looked like. There's also ways to get bonus lives, but that really doesn't matter for this. It's not important. There we go. We got
it.
We got
Mendez is through. Gonna need to work on catching up with Triscore. But again, this type of level, Mendez was generally doing a little bit better than Triscore. So there is a real possibility of catching up doing this level. We'll have to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, keep him soft lock, or I guess not soft lock. Just keep him stunned. Come on, the dude wants to eat your meat. Don't let him go after your meat. He's ravenous. He's got a very, very big smiley face. Kind of looks like Pac-Man when he gets stunned, though. I like him. I also love all the people waiting in line. You can 100% tell that these are Soviet people going to the factory in order to collect food, or to collect different resources here. Like, it's... For a Japanese game, they actually nailed a lot of the aesthetic here. I really like it. Yeah,
no, they did not slouch on making this actually themed with the theme. It was... there's absolutely no difference between this and Factory Panic other than the sprites, but it's a big difference. It really is. It makes the game have kind of a different tone to it. I mean, Factory Pack's not a bad game, but it's pretty generic characters. It doesn't like have anything really memorable.
Yeah, there's like a blonde kid or something. Who cares about blonde kid? We want Gorby.
Right. Oh no, I got fed poison. Yeah, they just make an expression. It's no biggie. They know not to actually eat the poison. They just kind of disappointed
they're just
in
like,
you.
why did we get poison when we needed meat or medicine? Okay, we'll put that on the shelf for later. Like, for example, when the coup starts. No, Gorby survived the coup. And he was unsuccessful. It just led to the fall of the USSR, that's all.
He had to stay alive long enough to a pizza commercial. That's important for the timeline, you know?
Yeah. What great as well is that Gorby had been an outspoken critic of Putin even back in the 90s. And simply put, being in Russia or anywhere from the former USSR, and being an outspoken critic of Putin, that is terrifying That's how you suddenly find yourself falling out of a window. You don't generally want that to happen. But, you know, good for him for being willing to speak up. Oh no, Triscor has Hungy Guy. Hungy Guy, get out of here. Okay.
Corby's stunning rhetoric. Okay, sure. Blastus is suggesting that what the attack is meant to represent is. I mean, the manual says it's a scream, so you know.
You know, I've been thinking about like abilities to give characters. I'm like, it feels like I need a projectile, but in the game, got a wolf. Wolves don't usually have projectiles. I'm just gonna make it bark. That's all. Okay, that's precisely the projectile. That's what it's gonna be, a bark. Give the wolf a gun. I'm not giving the wolf a gun, chat. Okay. It's NES. That's going to be a very complicated sprite. I could put it in its mouth.
Z-Dog managed a P attack, right? I mean, you could do a P attack.
Okay, I'm not the artist. Although, I'm pretty sure the artist would be okay with that.
Okay, so I think we're on the same stage.
Yes, Mendez doing a lot of work to catch up. We are tied. Now, tiebreaker goes to whoever made it to the level first, so Mendez is technically a little behind, but if she can beat this level before Triscor, that is a change in who is in the lead. I think Triscor's going to get it really quickly, though. It's not going to take too much work. Just gotta stun the Hungy Man.
Yep. I was about to say, I'm just laughing at that. I'm sorry, the sprites always make me laugh.
They're
it's like,
so good. Like, there's so much to love about this game, I gotta be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, again, this is a legit good game. I would not feel at all weird about giving it in any kind of tournament, you know, not a bad game tournament, but just like a regular game tournament. It's perfectly fine, normal game. It just, yeah, the premise is something.
Yeah, mind you, everybody, I'm going to share the two different box arts for this game so that you can see, like, American version, Factory Panic, or the Japanese version, which is about Gorbachev. What was the name again for the Japanese version?
Gunbari Gorky?
Gunbari Gorky. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. American version. Look at this. Look at this nerd, okay? What a loser. Nobody wants to play as you, stupid Factory Panic kid, okay?
European version also had the same character.
Yeah, we hate him.
So right.
Yeah. Okay, Japanese version. Look, it's freaking Gorby here. He's shaded. Okay? The people need the goods, and he's there to serve the people. See? Well, there we go. It's very obvious that the Japanese version is superior. Apparently people in chat are Gorbin, and that concerns me. I don't know if you can Gorb in Twitch or YouTube chat, but yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Also, good to see Cam Lone Mouse Wolf over in YouTube. Yes, I'm trying to pay attention to both of the chats. Chat is a lot quieter over there than it is on Twitch, but I appreciate everybody who is over there. We're multi-streaming. We're gonna multi-stream. Okay, every day is a multi-stream. We're gonna be doing that.
One of my TVs has a YouTube app, but does not have a Twitch app. They used to have a Twitch app, but then Twitch discontinued discontinued support for that particular
Wait,
television,
Amazon
so.
discontinuing support for something? Say it isn't so.
So it's actually nice to have that option for watching on that particular TV. Just if I want to sit on a couch and watch this, that's a nice option.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually appreciate that there is a YouTube option for that now. And I have been watching some YouTube streams that just because it is. I like on that particular TV, I can only watch it on YouTube, and so I discovered a couple people that I wouldn't normally have seen just because of that. So it's nice to have.
Many thanks for the super chat over on YouTube from Alessandro. That $5 or 5 reais actually. Wait, we've got someone from Brazil. Hey, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate that. Good to have you here. And yeah, like this is my main job. All that helps considerably.
This had a different cover in Brazil too, I think, but I don't have it offhand. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh no, Mendez got shot again. That hurts. You know, I'm glad I'm glad that these bullets aren't super lethal. Sort of like the bullets in Yakuza. I've been playing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I got it a while ago and finally been able to sit down and play it. And yeah, that game's really, really good. Probably the best modern JRPG in years, I'd say. At least in my opinion, it's fantastic. Triscor through another level, distancing themselves from Mendezi just by a little bit. Mendez still has a lot of medicine to get to these people. Yeah, I'm glad that like poison doesn't really affect them though. Like, oh no, poison.
It is nice. Yeah, no, I was originally worried, that's going to be like a special item that's going to do something different when it hits them and you'll have to restart the level. No, this game is tilted pretty easy. It doesn't really try to hurt you or them as much as you, I think. Mendezi just got knocked down, but again, you have to like let it happen more than that.
The biggest problem with the extra items, like the non-useful items, is that if they stay on the conveyor belts, the useful ones cannot spawn, so you need to make sure that they do get despawned and that they go to an exit somewhere. If you don't, then you're going to lose a decent amount of time. Mendez catching up to Triscor again, only one person behind on this current level.
And just to mention to chat, we are not tracking by number of people on the level. That part I decided, because you can have a situation where, especially with the bridge ones on 2 and 4, you can have a situation where somebody has more people, but they're technically farther behind. And I didn't want to have to like think about that. It's like, yeah, let's just do by stage. And I know these are going to go really quickly. And again, somebody might finish the game. It's quite possible. It looks like Triscor also
really
had
simple.
2 medicines come down, but one of them came like a little too quickly. The person actually like did not make it to the front of the line before it arrived. So.
Yep. You want to make sure that the medicine does show. Oh, Mendez accidentally sent some medicine off to be incinerated. I hate when medicine fills the atmosphere. But, you know, it happens sometimes. Oh, Mendez is actually dead. I don't know if I've seen it. No, I've seen 1 or 2 deaths. If the screen turns gray, that means you're dead. It's true in real life as well.
So Triscor did make it through, so we're on the final area. So this is quite possible. I would expect you could finish this in like 15 minutes, I think. So yeah, it's possible. We'll see it clear. I mean, I feel a little better. Like, so when I gave out the cold blood, and somehow Novasol is a god of arcade games, so he was able to like beat it so quickly that I needed to come up with multiple loops. At least this one I got my prediction basically right on what was going to happen.
Yeah. So Mendez has learned the pro strat, which is just stand here and talk. You gotta get the medicine to the people, but otherwise you can just stand there and talk forever. Gorby sometimes just does that, you know. This is his job. This is politics. This is politics, baby. Yeah, we don't need any of those guitars. I think those were guitars. Those are not going to be useful. We need medicine. Okay, literally, the people have crutches. You think a guitar is going to help someone with a crutch? No. Okay. There we go. There we go. Poison also not going to help somebody with a crutch. It's fine, though.
All right, here comes the medicine.
Yeah, the interesting thing about this is that enemies don't start in the level at the very beginning. You have to wait for them to spawn. And because of that, it can be a little bit confusing to start out with. Now Mendez is catching up. I believe one level behind Triscore. This level isn't too difficult. It's not too long. Mendez just needs to get through it. Meat does not go to the guy with the crutch. Okay, there we go. We've got... And there we go, Mendez getting through the stage. I don't think she even meant to, because that stage is just lined up in the right way where pretty much everybody can get what they need if you don't do anything. Occasionally not doing stuff in life is a strategy. Occasionally people don't need the goods and services that you're offering, you know? Okay, old man, do you want house? Old man want house? Lady, oh, okay, he's getting the Game Gear. We're good. Game Gear happening. Unfortunately, no, Game Gear went the wrong direction. Oh, the horn is bad, huh? If you collect a horn, it reduced your time? Okay, Mendez is through the level. There we go. Good job, Gorby. Okay, Triscore just trying to get the Game Gear over to the right side of the screen. Unfortunately, the guy with the gun causing some problems. Yeah, what Triscore probably wants to do is what they're doing right there, which is grabbing a piece of the bridge after the Game Gear has passed over it and then getting closer to, not the enemy, the NPC who needs the Game Gear in order to be satisfied. Gorby is not just about letting people live normal, boring lives. He's all about letting you live your greatest fantasies, including the Game Gear. Which, I don't know about you, chat. Some days the Game Gear is my greatest fantasy. Those are what we call bad days.
Oh my goodness. I do wonder, I don't know the story behind that particular element, but like if they were trying to sell Game Gears to the USSR and that's part of why they did that, it's just as a, this is just like, that is it. I don't know. I really don't know. I never found enough of the story behind that part to confirm if they were thinking that.
I mean, I can confirm that they were thinking about factories and about panicking. Yeah, even if they didn't know it when they made this game, because it later came out as Factory Panic. Okay, Mendez may be close to finishing another level, but we do need to get the houses to the left side of the screen. But
by the way, I
Corby
do have
can do it.
the Brazilian version in chat if you want to show that one.
The Brazilian version in... You mean...
Masters chat. Crazy company.
Looks just like the American one.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they... I'm not sure why you would change the name again. It's...
Oh, they... okay, yeah, the name is different. Hey, everybody, if you thought Factory Panic was... Where did it save? Okay, whatever. Let me just put it there. If you thought Factory Panic was a generic name, let me go ahead and introduce you to Crazy Company. Yeah, that's right. That's what Brazil got. Crazy Company. Thank you, Tech Toy, for bringing us the game. Now, with that said, this was published by Sega and Tectoy over in Brazil, but developed by a company called Japan System House Co. Ltd. that later became Biox. They made other games like Rise Star for the Game Gear. Yeah, it appears they did some ports. Mega Man 2 for Game Boy. It appears... Pepenga Pengo, that sounds like fun. Samurai Kid on Game Boy Color, that has to be fun. You get to be a samurai and a kid.
I don't know that one.
Neither do I.
Still a while here. I try to know all the games, but there's just not enough time.
Yeah, apparently it does have some platforming levels in there, so that's hopeful.
Check it out.
Yeah, maybe one day.
I was meaning to ask, have we had Tech Toy at all this... I know we've had it before, but like this particular Kusogrande, have we had Tech Toy?
I don't know if we've had Tech Toy during Kuso 8. We've had them plenty of times. Pretty sure we have, but I can't recall.
Yeah, they've been a big contributor to our cause, for sure.
Yeah, many thanks, Tech Toy.
By the way, they are on the same level, so, you know, this is whoever if Mendizzi manages to beat the level first, then he will go back into the lead change. We'll see.
Yeah, she will, yeah.
Wait, did I... Hold on, I might be losing track. Hold on, did Triss score... these levels are getting so big now that I actually, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on.
It's all good. Welcome to Kusogrande, everybody. Occasionally, there's just a lot of stuff going on. Okay, Mendez getting the house for the nerd who wants a house.
Yeah, who needs a house, right?
I don't know who needs a house. Somebody?
Okay, there we go. Now they're in the same level. These last ones are a bit, you know, more elaborate as you're seeing. So it slows them down a bit, but maybe at the 15-minute mark we'll see. And plus the shooting of the soldier shooting a lot is also not helpful either. You know, it used to be just trying to hit you.
It's fine. It's fine. Sometimes soldiers, like, what else are they gonna do? Just sit around? And you know, they might as well just sit around, you know? They don't need to do anything. Just stay home. Don't do anything.
Okay, so Triss is... Just actually stopped before like the whole thing was there. Okay, so we are one stage apart, but again, this is really tight because something can go wrong when you're trying to set this up, and yeah, I could
No, like, everything's going well. We are pretty close to the end of this game, though. It is... Like, there's a very real possibility this match could finish a little bit early, which does happen occasionally. Will it happen today? Who knows? I mean, we will know in just a little bit. Not quite yet, but soon. Gorby just hopping and trying to get through, and stage 8, I believe, is the final stage.
Yep, they're both on the last stage.
Both players on the last stage, yeah.
They get tricky, but, you know, this game is relatively forgiving, and you just gotta, whoever can get through fastest.
Yeah, the big question is, what does Triscore have left that they need to do in order to beat this stage? The difficult thing is seeing who's down below, because you gotta see where everything is going. Oh, everything is to the right, so we just need to move all the resources from the left columns to the right. And after you do that, yell at the soldier a bunch to make sure that, you know, he's not causing any problems. Yeah, unfortunately, the way that things are set up is that only the resource that's on the very far left column is actually going to come where Mendez needs it. And luckily, the medicine is going the exact right place. Do not lay that track down, Gorbachev.
Yeah, no,
good.
She was listening to you. She actually was waiting for it to pass before laying it down.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Unfortunately, that meat is going to go the incorrect direction. Yeah, it is time to start moving some of these pieces over to the right.
Trying to save that house, but didn't manage it. I think she's going for distributing the house next. So just going from right to left system, basically. So getting the rightmost person in the next rightmost, which is the exact same thing Triscore is doing right now, too.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what the best, like, filtering system for something like this would be, because there would be ways to optimize getting the flow right so that everything that you get, like, everything goes in the correct direction. It's just takes a while. What does this music do?
They hold on a second. On Mendez's screen?
It was there for a second, but it's gone now.
I think that was the one that stunned the enemies, although I was missing track on I was watching Triscore during that moment, so not totally sure. I'll keep an eye if it happens again.
Well, I mean, there are a couple collectibles. There's the trumpet.
Yeah, because neither time or lives have really affected this too much. It might affect this level, because this is pretty long.
Yeah, and considering there's a limit for how many items can be out. Oh, there we go. We've got a house going for Mendez. This is good.
Yeah.
Okay, is everything set up for the houses? It is. So Mendez is set. Mendez is going to get this. Now, setting up, I believe, for the next section, which is either going to be a Game Gear or... Oh, and Triscore is through. Is that time? That is indeed time. However, I'm going to let Mendez keep playing if she so desires, but that is a clear... Wait. Unless this is like the English version where you have to do a second loop. Look at him go! Look at him dance! Finn! Oh, that was such a good Gorby dance. Okay. I'm gonna let them know that, yeah, Triscore is still getting into this, but I want Mendez to,
She might want to finish the level, because she's really close.
Yeah, this has been an incredibly close match. So I'm like, come on, Mendez, you can complete it. I'm cheering for you. You're right at the end here. You're getting the meat down. Seriously, only about a minute apart, and both of our players have completed the game. There we go. That is time. Look at him dance. Look at him go. Woo, 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 woo. An ending absolutely worth having. Ah. The hero of my heart, the hero of the people. This was a fantastically close match. That was a lot of fun. Mendez, welcome on in, and great job. This was so close between you two.
Yeah, it sounds it.
Yeah.
How far apart were we?
Like about a minute. Honestly,
wow.
not that much. Maybe even less than a minute. It was very close between you two. And honestly, there were lead changes between you two. That really, really made me happy. It feels like for the first and third worlds, you had a little bit more of a grasp on it than Triscor did. Oh, Triscor's gonna join us. Okay, there's Triscor. Hello, Tris!
Hello.
Welcome and congratulations. By, I think, about a minute, maybe even less, you took the victory today. Both of you completed the game, and it was extremely close. This was great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good game, honestly.
Seriously, GG. Great job to both of you. And honestly, the lead change really happened quite a bit. Like Mendez, the stretches of the first and third world really seemed to play a little bit more to the way that you do puzzles, whereas the second and fourth worked a little bit better for Triscor. At least that's sort of the impression that I got. But on that final level, it really was down to whoever could figure it out first. It could have been either of you. And I love that. That always makes for an exciting match.
Yeah, a lot of that last stage in particular came down to, like, it was very slow for the objects to despawn, so I was just kind of waiting for the bread to spawn for ages, so that probably didn't help. But yeah, GG, honestly.
Yeah, GG. So I have to ask, what do you think about this game? Factory Panic in the US, something about Gorbachev in Japan.
It's quite fun, actually.
Oh, yeah?
It's hard to be like... I have a hard time like pinning down why I liked it, honestly. It's kind of like those mini games that... It's like the Mario Party 1 mini game where you have to drop the chest.
Yeah. That makes sense to me. And this isn't probably going to be anyone's favorite game is what I imagine. It's a puzzle game. It's got fun ideas. I think that it does what it does well. Like the whole puzzle aspect of making things go through lanes and having an enemy that's not too complicated. You can sort of guess how they're going to move, when they're going to attack. Like, it's predictable enough with enough randomness that it keeps you engaged while you're playing. I think that they did a fantastic job with it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The enemy is there literally just as a distraction. Like, you can't keep your eye, like, too far off them, but, like, yeah. You just kind of gotta keep them busy.
Like max 2 enemies on the screen.
Yeah, so how do you feel about Gorbachev these days?
I have no clue who it is.
Oh, okay. He was the leader of the USSR right when it fell. In fact, this game came out the year of the fall of the Soviet Union. Gorbachev, though, was very, very much anti-Putin from what I have seen at the time, and was very much a fan of democracy. And, like, from what I can see, he's one of the reasons why the Cold War ended. Sure, there are probably some problematic things that he's done as well, but who can you say? Ronald Reagan was our president at that time, and I can't say that we didn't have problems there as well.
I'm just going to go ahead and assume that this game was completely historically accurate, and this is exactly how
the
he distributed Game Gears to the people.
Yeah, you got to distribute the Game Gears, make sure that not the mothers don't want the Game Gears, it's just those bratty kids. Well, good. So, I do have to say congratulations, Triscore. Mendez, I'm sorry, you are eliminated from the tournament. Happens to everyone except for one person, you know, that's how it goes. We do have the
it's been a great tournament.
Yeah, it's been so good to have you. Of course, we asked for your final words to put on your tombstone, so I gotta ask, do you have any last words?
Yep, that's my final words.
That sounds I like it. Well, fantastic, Mendez. And make sure you hit me up because we do have $10 worth of Steam games. I'll get you some gift cards. Just make sure that you have me added on Steam. We also have Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, the greatest interplanetary holiday special that you have ever seen. So I would love to get that over to you. Triscore, good luck when you move on to round 3. It's going to be tough, but that's just how it goes in the finals, or when we're towards the end of the tournament. Yeah, anything that you want to plug, Mendez, before we let you go?
Not particularly. I mostly stream like puzzle games and puzzle solving on my channel. So if you like puzzles and this was a puzzle game, seems appropriate. Yeah, follow my channel.
I do kind of dig puzzles. Yeah. What can I ask? What puzzle game you've been doing lately?
Mostly occasionally I do like the Nancy Drew games.
Oh my gosh, you do Nancy Drew? Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, I like you. A whole lot. Well, sweet Nancy Drew, everybody. That is something that you can go see over at Mendez's stream and other games as well, obviously. But Nancy Drew is where it's at. Come on. We all know the priority here. What about you, Triscore? Anything you're doing that people should know about?
Well, next weekend we're gonna have the mystery tournament top 8.
The top 8. Oh my gosh, you're almost done with the mystery tournament as well. That's so cool.
Yeah, and I'm gonna I'm gonna be a contestant in the loser bracket.
Oh, sweet. Well, I hope that goes well for you then. Top 8 contestant in the losers bracket, you know, definitely a lot of work to go for you, but hopefully you do well. I hope it all works out. Sweet.
Yep.
And
Thank you.
that's going to be this next weekend?
Yeah.
And if I'm
On
not
the
mistaken, over at the GDQ channel, right?
Yes.
Okay, everybody.
22nd March and 23rd March.
Well, there you go. If you want to catch more action, Triscore will be playing over in the losers bracket. So best of luck with that. Represent the Kuso crew. We love to have you here. All right, I'll let you both. Oh, Omega Number. Anything you want to plug before I let you go as well?
Not today. I'm about to go see some cats, so all of you take care, all right?
All right, go enjoy the cats. I'll let you go. Take care, friends. Hey, everybody. Yeah, bye. Well, we've got one more match coming up today, but I will need to run a quick little ad to get ready, so hold on to your butts if you're over at YouTube. Just chill, I guess, and I will be right back after this couple minutes. Also, I didn't see you. No, I did see you. Good to see you, Mike. Been a hot minute since I've seen you around here. Good to have you here. And yeah, hopefully you've been enjoying your travels, your exploits around the world. We're not back from the break yet, so I can blab a bit. Blah, 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 blah. So cool. Okay, closing my tab about Ronald Reagan. Nobody can hear me scream. Except, I guess, everybody who's watching. Okay, I still have to do a little bit of work to get stuff ready. Be calm, my friends. If you can't be calm, I'm gonna be angry. Yeah, we're a little bit ahead of schedule, you know. I can go ahead and keep getting ready. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Those who are watching VODs, just fast forward a little bit. It's fine. If you're watching live, just fast forward a little bit. It's fine. The reason it's taken a little bit longer is because I am... Oh my god, can I not... why can't I... Because it's locked? Probably. Sorry, I'm blabbing. Blab, 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 blab. There. Because it's a gauntlet, I've got more things to get set up. And also Tristan helped out by making a cool new tracker thingy for us. I appreciate that. Except now it's being done. Oh, how about you just don't work? That's cool. Hey everybody, welcome to Kusogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. I am Brosentia, and I am super excited to be here. We are just getting the last little bit ready so that we can come and show you all of our favorite video games, all of them. Yeah. JK, how about all of our least favorite video games? This is the Gauntlet. Our players are going up against each other in 10 different games with 10 different goals, trying to complete as many of them as possible. Whoever does takes the victory. Whoever doesn't will be eliminated and shamed. No shaming here. We show nothing but love to all of our players. Now, I'm almost set up. I'm very close here. Hello there, Tristan. How you doing?
What did I break?
No, you broke nothing. In fact, you helped out considerably. Why? People will see when I get the rest of this ready and visible for you all. I do need to add a chroma key because you added something pretty cool. And I appreciate that, okay? Bam. Hey, that worked basically out of the box. Oh, basically no problem whatsoever. Perfect.
Yeah, talk.
Yeah, you're super cool. I have to say thank you everybody who has helped out when it comes to setting things up for Kusogrande. When it comes to the volunteers, the referees that we have made a huge difference here, and I really appreciate all of the contributions that we've had throughout the years, many, many years. As everybody knows, today is a partnerversary for Twitch. How many years has it been? I have no clue because I don't keep track of that stuff. But it's a gauntlet. Let's go and check it out. Crappy, take us past Uncle Pooh one last time, because he is very happy. And oh no, I've got the games up here, Tristan. Well,
yes.
Perfect. 10 challenges with 10 different games for this gauntlet. So what are the games that we have, if you'd like to start, and then we can go back and forth and talk about these games. Uh-oh, some people in chat recognize the face.
All right. Well, first of all, we've got Bill Lambert's Combat Basketball, which the goal for this isn't really to win a match or anything. It's just at any point have 12 points without the computer just murdering you.
Yeah, good. So don't get murdered, score 12 points. Or was it 10 points?
12.
12. Perfect. After that, Topolo. This is a PS1 fighting game. The goal is to win the match. That's what I'll say right now about that.
Absolutely nothing unusual about Tupolo. You absolutely don't need to be looking out for anything special that may happen in Tupolo. Just win the match. Simple goal.
I'm a little concerned about this next picture. Like, I could try to guess what that is, but I think it's better that you read what the game is, so I don't have to guess.
That's Bubble Ghost.
Oh, Bubble Ghost.
Bubble Ghost
for
is
Game
looking
Boy.
a little grumpy there. The goal for that one is just to clear, I think it's Hall 25 to 29.
Yep, clear Hall 29, and yeah, if they start on 25, that's essentially 5 levels that they need to get through. Perfect. After that, The Last V8, a game that I played as a kid, but this was not a state made by me. It's a Commodore 64 game, and the goal is to make the base meter in the middle left reach 25 kilometers or less. Oh, okay. Cool. So basically, you try to get close to the base, is what the goal is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it 2 point... Is it... What is it? 2.9 is what I have written down. I better double check that.
That's what it is in my sheet as well, 2.9.
Okay. Got it.
Cool.
Right, so after that, we've got game to check. And this is a driving test simulation, and the goal is to finish with a perfect score of 100 points.
Well, good. Okay, so we only ask for perfection with that one. That is going to be simple. Well, after that, we have a little game called... You're never going to guess it based off of this picture, but it'll make sense when I say it. Austin Powers, welcome to my underground lair. This is going to be a maze sort of level, and the goal is to get 6,000 points.
Yeah, and then after that, we've got something that everyone seems to recognize. This is Bao Tian, Justice Bao, the story of Bao Zhang, the NES bootleg. This is the state I made. I gave the racers all of World 2, including the boss.
I love it. In fact, I don't have any of the states for this. Like, all of our GMs have put a lot of work into making states for this, for the goals that our players have. I've made some states for some of the various packs. None of mine are in this one, so a lot of these are new for me, although I know a lot of these games. In fact, up next, The Simpsons, Bart versus the Space Mutants. The goal is to just cross the gap. How hard can that be? Well, we know how Simpsons games are. Yeah, they map run to jump. Because why not?
I'm sure it'll be fine. Speaking of fine, after that is the Smurfs Rescue in Gargamel's Castle. For the Atari 2600, I didn't tell the racers exactly which loop they're on, but the goal was just to finish the loop, and it's on loop 4, which is, pretty decent ways in. It's pretty spicy, as I understand it.
I have played that game, actually, and yeah, it starts out very trivial, but the difficulty goes up pretty quickly. Well, finally, we've got Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally. Again, a game featured at GDQ this year. The runner did a fantastic job. We're not going to see that level of gameplay, though, because these players may or may not have played this at all. All they need to do is beat the boss. That's it. I don't want to spoil too much more because we've got our players waiting for us over here. Cookies Are Yum versus Meekins. Let's get this Frogger music done because it is 14 minutes of Frogger if we round. And let's see what we've got. Well, as it turns out, we've got our tracker as well as numbers by them so that as you are watching, you can easily see how many of the states have been cleared. And these are changes that Tristan added. In fact, all I need to do is go and click on one of them. Bam, like Bubble Ghost, not a part of anyone's physiology, gets a nice little red X, and it shows that 1 is cleared, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yes,
So
it
y'all
worked.
don't even have to think, okay? We're doing the thinking for you. It's great. Whoever clears the most states by the time the hour hits is the winner. If we have a tie, then we go 5 minutes overtime to see if anybody can clear one last state. And if they can, then fantastic. If not, then whoever got that number of clears first is the victor. As usual, we may have different GMs stop in during this match because sometimes they just want to come and chat about their experiences that they have. And of course, if I need to do recapturing during this match, this is a gauntlet. Sometimes that happens, or sometimes things just look crappy because these aren't the best games in the world. Well, let me see if the players are ready to roll because I personally am. Yeah, and Meekin does not want to remove the picture. Meekin, get your bunny out of here. Get your bunny girl out of here. No, stop it. There we go. Well, it is time for us to do the countdown, so obviously you can spam whatever emotes you feel are appropriate. And we've got
a
that
lot
are.
of emote appropriate things here, so yeah, just anything. At this
Spam
point.
appropriate emotes or any emotes that you think are amazing. We're doing the countdown right now. Best of luck to the players. As soon as I see movement in one of the stages, I will start our timer. Good luck. And there we are. Okay. Cookies Are Yum tackling Barf versus the Space Mutants. This is a well, no, this, if you've played it, this is doable. It's just a pain in the butt.
It's doing Yoku blocks with, instead of a controller, you're holding like a fish. That's how it controls.
You know, it sort of does. Remember. Oh, and there we go. The gap has been crossed. That is a clear. Very, very fast clear. And Cookies Are Yum moving over to... I thought it was Evil Knievel for a second because it's the same company, but no, it's Austin Powers. Meanwhile, Meekin's trying to score points.
Yeah, the Bill Lambiers is the main problem with it, aside from the fact that there are no fouls and, you know, the computer can just walk up and punch you whenever it wants. Literally everything in the game, it's a Super Nintendo game, there's 6 buttons. Everything is done contextually with the B button.
Yeah.
Everything.
I think that it's fine to jump into this early. I mean, Meekins played on stage for GDQ, specifically in the PS1 Mystery Tournament, and got a basketball game. Honestly, hero of the people, Dr. T. I loved it. But unfortunately, Meekins lost that one. I would say that if you don't feel like this is vibing with you too well after a while, if you have not scored any points after a few minutes, it may be worth trying out a different game. But Meekins is also learning how it works. Wolf sneaking in.
Yeah,
I did
this
give
is
them the hint that practically everything is done with B contextually, and the main thing you have to figure out is to shoot, you have to let off the D-pad, completely stop moving, and then tap B. If your character's moving at all, you pass, and when you pass, you throw straight. So it looks like you're shooting, but you just pass the ball into the out-of-bounds area behind the hoop.
yeah. If you were looking there, you saw the ball was actually super low to the ground. There we go. Nice. That's a shot. So maybe Mikan's figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you figure out how to shoot, I think this is fairly straightforward. Like, you don't have to win the match, you literally just have to score 12 points.
Yeah, but time
what's
is getting
happening?
a little bit low. So, if it is played...
the quarter limit or the match limit?
If there are quarters, then, like, Meekins can probably continue on. I'm not aware
There
of
are
there
quarters.
being a limit here.
Yeah,
There are halves, I should say.
Oh, they're halves.
okay.
Okay. 2 points in the first half. Could be worse. There we go. There's a basket. Yeah, we know how basketball goes now. You throw the ball.
Yeah, your guys are also super accurate. You can score threes pretty easily if you just go for them.
Now, Wolf, as is tradition, you often make a tier list for the difficulty of the games that are in the gauntlet. So I have to ask, what's your tier list that you have here?
Well, so for this matchup, first, we have the Know Your ABC buttons tier, which is Austin Powers, Bart versus the Space Mutants, and Combat Basketball. So we're starting off with one of each of those on our runners.
Yeah, those
Then
are
we have-
the easiest tier, in your opinion.
Yep. And then we have the K is for Crappy tier, which is Topolo and Death Valley.
Okay.
We followed up with the D is for Drinks tier, which features Bubble Tea Ghost, The Last V8 Juice, and Bao Ching Chan.
The last
apologize for my
V8 juice.
Pronunciation. The Last V8 Juice. What else would this game be called?
That's
I'm
brilliant.
so confused.
It's brilliant.
And then we have the F is for Chesterton Spence tier, which is just Game to Check and Smurf.
Uh-oh. Wait, just... What was the first game to check?
And then the Smurfs.
Okay, so those ones are evil and do not approach, is what you're saying. Or at least they're going to be more brutal.
They are the hardest. I think there's a common theme throughout a lot of this set, which is that the matches are the states are long more than they are like technically hard.
Okay.
Which basically, so for a lot of them, it's just once you get the hang of the game, you need to then do the thing consistently for 5 minutes, and that's a lot of the challenge for these. And Smurf is absolutely going to be that way, but we'll see that. I'm sure we'll see that at some point during the match.
Yeah, the biggest thing, like, judging how much time you're going to waste doing something like, oh, there we go, another clear for Cookies. Fantastic. Austin Powers down, and we're on to, I never pronounce it correct, Bao Ching Tian. Yeah,
I think
punish
I
me,
think it's supposed to
whatever.
be like one syllable for the last word, so like Chan,
Chan.
but I don't really know. I debated asking some of my Chinese coworkers how to pronounce it, and then decided I don't want to have to explain to them why I'm asking them how to pronounce names
We'll
of bad
rely on
video games.
Wolf. Or no, we'll rely on Tristan.
Don't ask me, because I had RBW tell me like 5 years ago
Okay, we'll rely on RBW. What did RBW tell you?
that it was, I think it was Baoxing Tian, or Tin, Baoxing Tin.
Oh, it's
like
the A
Washington.
is silent.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't remember. But anyway, Cookies is discovering that you triangle jump in this, and triangle jumps are kind of the mainstay of NES bootlegs.
Yeah, I love me a good NES bootleg. Yeah,
Preserve your momentum while moving, too. Oh,
I do
and
want
this
you
is
to
what I
know.
was expecting. I was expecting a lot of pit outs.
It's very easy to fall into pits because if you get hit, as you just saw with Cookies, you plummet straight down.
Yeah, there's no timer, and I do think this is a stage where you really probably just want to be going a little slower, making sure you don't fall in and lose so much progress, because you really want to hit the boss with all of your lives. But yeah, Cookie's not interested in going slow at all.
I'm trying to remember if this level has any checkpoints or if the developer for this game knew what a checkpoint was.
So no, the levels themselves don't have checkpoints, but this is 2-1, 2-2 in the boss. So effectively, it's one long level, but you have, the checkpoints of, between the stages. Now meanwhile, we have Tupolo here on Meekin's screen.
I think
And like I
Meekin's
said,
got it
Tupolo-
clear, right?
No. I think Meekin ended the match. Anyway, here's Tupolo with our completely special guest fighter.
The goal is to defeat Crappy. Yeah, that's right. Crappy is aggressive. Look at Crappy
So
go!
This game's controls make no sense.
To Polo.
Oh, hello, Waffle Fox Bree. I heard that you just pulled this up and had a good laugh.
Yeah, it's I made this state.
So what I had largely figured out when I was testing this is you kind of just want to mash up, because up seems to fling you forward with a hurt box on you, and then every now and then you use like left and right to position yourself again. But mostly you just throw yourself at the opponent over and over again until it falls over.
So
Yeah,
what I
pretty
did
much.
was what I did was I held up and mashed X, and that worked really well.
Okay. Yeah,
It is
a
such a
lot of
strange game.
fighting games, especially worse fighting games, is you find the attack. You find the attack that works against the computer, and then you use that. In fact, that works with a lot of competitive matches as well for bad video games. You find the attack, and you use that to your advantage, and especially if you can soft lock, or you can get them locked in a wall, you can get them stuck. I just love that we're going up against Crappy. It makes me so happy that you made Crappy for this.
Oh god.
Yeah, Crappy has those special animations, but anyway, I guess, yeah, like, there's not much for controls here. At least I couldn't figure out the rest of them. Like, I think, yeah, like, you can hold X to, like, make your squish yourself shorter, triangle to jump, and then, yeah, your... Forget if square or circle do anything, and then, yeah, your D-pad is just, you can, like, double tap the... Yeah, any of the
Yeah, I didn't
directions
figure
to
out
either
anything.
spin or turn around or back off or dash into the opponent. Yeah, it seems like your main attack is from going into the opponent. I suppose if you made a character that was wide enough, maybe you could attack by spinning, but I don't know.
I think you're trying to make contact with a little plus sign. I think that's how this works, but I'm not
Oh yeah, that's
really sure.
that's where I put Crappy's heart, where that sign is.
Oh, okay, so the target there, that shows where Crappy's heart is. Now we know where it
Yeah.
is. We didn't know he had one.
Yeah, it's right there. Oh no, Crappy!
No, Crappy
That's
died.
a win.
Is that a win?
I guess.
How-
Like, Crappy still has so much HP, but player one wins.
Yeah, player one wins. We don't know why Crappy still had health, but that's a win.
Anyways, return to base immediately, and by base, I mean get within 3 kilometers. Mikan clearly has played this game before because is not immediately going at max speed.
Yes, this game, most players who play it will go max speed and promptly explode. I played so much of this when I was a kid, and by so much of it, I mean I hated this game. Why? Because the controls don't feel like they make sense. It's up, down, left, and right. If you're going left, you push right to slow down. But if you're
Sorry
at a
to
stop,
interrupt,
your
but that
car
is
will
a-
turn around.
That is a clear for cookies.
Cookies
Click out
got
the box.
through. We didn't. Hey, I put it as a requirement. Oh, never mind. I guess I didn't put that state. My requirement would have been to see the chopping animation.
We
Okay.
explicitly told them not to show the chopping animation because of the flashing.
It's not that bright.
Yeah, well.
Fine. I'm very sad, but it's fine. We don't get chop.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, it would have been like a minute of waiting for getting to that point, and, you know, our racer's got to move. It's a gauntlet. There's 10 games to beat. Well, 10 states to beat.
Okay, Meekins, all you need to do is get to, what is it, 2.9 kilometers left?
Yep.
And we're already down to 3.6 kilometers. Wow, it's like Commodore 64 games were sometimes extremely difficult because they had no content. Cookies using a strategy where Cookies is not taking any damage here. What?
Wait, what? You can do that?
I guess so. Cookies beats Roadrunner, and bam, 4 out of 10 done. Amazing.
Cookies is on its
Meekins
tear.
just going slow, which It could work, but time is running out. Remember, this game you have to go like the full 4.5 kilometers in a very short amount of time. Unfortunately, it looks like Meekins blew up there. Was that? We might have to check with our refs on whether or not that was a clear. I don't think it was.
Close.
It was
I'm not
very
sure.
close.
It's right around that bend, but Nikon is still playing, so I assume that means no.
We've got "'Tis a Gift to Be Simple." Classic song. Now, I do want to thank our referees for helping to track this match. We do have several volunteers who are helping out. The referees for this match are Linker knows there's always more Roadrunner. It's true. Jerry Ayres got a shoe contract. I don't know what that means, but congrats. And finally, Not Electa's Underground Lair. Ooh, so scary.
Yeah, so Cookies very quickly has figured out how the controls in Smurfs work, which is if you do a warm-up hop, you can do a double jump, kind of like Super Mario 64 style. And that's the only way to get over this fence. And the reason why that fence is in the road and we shouldn't tear it apart is because there's a jerk bird on the other side.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that bird. Okay. Yeah,
and like we said, we're going to be doing this for a while. Yeah, so if you do 2 jumps forwards, you do not get the big jump. It has to be straight up and then forwards, which is really stupid. It's like this is a Kuso game tournament or something.
I know, right?
That bird is pure evil. Oh, there we go. Cookie's got the jump. How many of these screens are there with this fence and a bird?
So you're doing everything 3 times in a row for some reason, and there's like 7 things to do total?
Cookies is done with that.
Well, Cookies doesn't care. Cookies driving a car. Uh-oh. Wait, this is in the same tier as Smurfs, isn't it?
It is. So this game has 2 problems. One, you have to drive on the left, which is just blasphemy. And the second issue is Japanese driving laws are apparently extremely strict. So Cookies has already taken a violation. You need to beat this taking no violations. So needs to reset. Also, just went over 40 kilometers an hour. There's a speed limit.
Oh no!
1 kilometer mile over.
1 kilometer per hour over, and you lose. That is amazing. Okay.
Also, shoutouts to the blue light instead of green light. 13 kilometers turning left, too fast. Too fast.
Serious? Well, I mean,
I think 8 is the limit. It's something absurd.
let me just say, in real life, I think I agree with that. You don't need to stop there. It's fine. Just go a little bit faster, Cookies. A little faster.
Yeah, the light is
there
blue.
we go.
The light is blue, and we all know what a blue light means, right? Nope, 9 kilometers is too fast.
Nope.
You're gonna get a violation.
Oh no! It does luckily flash and tell you what your violation is, so...
Oh, I would throw this through a window.
You know, funny thing about the evolution of language is that blue in Japanese is a lot closer to green than in English. And in fact, like, language generally uses the same word for blue and green up until a specific point in the evolution of language.
Yeah, and this is actually really cool when you start digging in. So I'm gonna go on a Japanese nerd trip.
Yes, do it! Nerd!
So, like, the word for green grocer in Japanese has the word blue in it.
I love it!
Yeah, when the Japanese equivalent of greenhorn, so like seishun, which is
10's too fast. Okay.
Blue in it. So like, yeah, no, it is super cool. Just the extent to which those parallels exist. Once you figure out, oh yeah, blue is used like the word green is in English. Please don't murder that person.
Oh!
You murdered the person, you fool!
Why did they jump in front of the car? Lost 100 points, remaining 0 points. Yeah, usually if you run over a child, you lose the points. Meekins has also swapped over to this car game. I do not believe...
They're both playing this.
Running over a child will typically result in failing your driver exam.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I just love the cutscene for it. It's just because it doesn't tell you why. 10 kilometers an hour, that's too fast, Cookies.
Meekins is just like, 22 is good enough. Honestly...
Oh, the game does not care if if you go too slow, I'm pretty sure. Which I failed my first driving test because I went too slow.
Oh, really?
Let's not talk
I failed
about
my
that.
first driving test because a bunch of teenagers thought it would be funny to
11
hang
too
out in front
much.
of the DMV and jump out in front of tester cars.
Don't hit that.
Seriously?
Well,
Good
that's
job
rude.
stopping
Don't do
for the
that.
pedestrian with a death
Nope,
wish. You
nope.
wait.
Right side is incorrect. Meekin's got to be on the left side. How
I
did
think
you not get a
Meekins lived in
violation
Japan
for
a
that?
bit. Oh,
Slow down, slow down.
You murdered a kid, lost 100 points.
I believe. Oh, Meekins. Nope. Can't go over 40. 40 is the limit. Let's see how
Okay.
fast Meekins tries to do the turn. Nope, too fast.
Okay, so the best part about this kid is he will not leave the car until... If you're going slow, they just won't leave the car. I don't understand it. It's such a dumb little trap.
Kid just knows. Like, trying to sue. That's what the kid's trying to do. I see.
Yeah.
Probably. But yeah, this state is also just friggin' long. It is-
Really?
Yes, This is a trap state 100%, but it's a trap state that looks scary in the first 10 seconds, and I'm surprised they stuck with it.
Cookies had some warning show up on the screen. Cookies is like continuously.
Oh yeah,
drifting.
you have to stop for the because there's a train crossing. Lost 9 points.
See, if you're going to do this state, just play through it all the way once. That way you can figure out what all of the bait and switches are.
That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, don't reset on every violation. Play through it all the way once. And then, like, maybe even take notes about things that caught you off guard. And yeah, Chad is asking, did Shrambles make this? And I believe Shrambles
don't
made
blame
this
them.
state.
This is where we
Yeah.
are, watching two people do a Japanese driver test.
It's true. I mean, what is life for other than watching people learn how to drive in Japan?
I mean, all I got out of this state was that I am never getting a license in Japan. Physically not possible. I'd fail.
Yeah, go to Arizona. Anybody can get one there.
I have a U.S. license. I don't need another U.S. state license.
Well, if you lose your normal U.S. one, just go to Arizona. You'll probably be able to get one. Cookie's just going so slow.
I know like Florida does not have a road test. There's just a written exam. Is Arizona the same way?
Absolutely not true. Or
Uh,
at least it wasn't when I was there.
Arizona does have a road exam, but or a driving test, but you only have to do it, I believe, the first time you get your license, and then you renew it like after 35 years, and that's pretty much your last license. Like, yeah, you have your license forever in Arizona. Uh-oh, Cookies didn't stop fast enough.
Yeah,
The
so
bumper crossed
my
the line.
cousins, I have some cousins in Florida, and as long as they pass driver ed, which is easy to pass, you don't have to do a road test.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Cookies
Not
has
exactly.
decided to
sense?
keep playing this, which I think this is the right move. If you're thinking of doing this state, you want to see the full level.
Yeah, it's probably the best approach to it, just so you can see where the gotchas are. Like, why is this guy sitting diagonal in the road? What are you supposed to do here?
Don't hit him. Okay, good. Let the bike
Good job
go
not running
past
over the
first.
bicyclist.
Good.
As a bicyclist, I appreciate when cars don't run me over. 42, you fool!
Yep, but don't load the state. You want to see what this all has to offer. Okay, Meekin's trying to stop for the train. I believe Meekin's already completed a full stop, so
Yep.
there we go. Very
Yeah,
nice.
it's not like a train comes, you just have to come to a stop.
No, too fast, Cookies.
don't-
Because you're doing it your first time, it's fine.
I don't know how 8 kilometers an hour is the speed you're expected to take turns at. I went to the local Chinese restaurant today, and I took every turn on 2 wheels, and it was fine.
Well, if you were driving a motorcycle, I sure hope you did.
You picked up what I was putting down, yeah.
Wait, 10 miles per hour, 10 kilometers per hour was too fast, or was it too slow?
It's too fast. You have to be going 8 kilometers an hour or less. So that's like 5 miles an
By
hour.
houses?
It's hard to only drive 5 miles an hour in a car. At least personally.
What the crap?
Like,
It doesn't
you
even
nick-
tell you how fast you can go. It just says when you were naughty.
That sucks.
Yeah, I like the Fester's Quest view going on here. Meekins
The car
taking
passed
things
by,
slowly, but Meekins is absolutely going to get destroyed by the little alleyway of go very, very slow.
If you just stop at the stop line in that alley, you're fine. That alley's not too bad.
I am surprised
No, look at
that
Meekins.
Cookies
Meekins going to
hasn't been
speed
whacked
up
for
here.
tailgating here.
See it? Watch. Meekins is going to lose this. Wait, going slow still? Oh, it does say slow at the top. Good.
Is it not a violation to be in the road at all when somebody's in the crosswalk? Because it is here.
So if you start, you can stop and you should be able to stop in the intersection. Like that's usually, like you go out, you pull out slightly, so like you're making it clear that you're going to make a left turn, but you can't actually make the turn because they're there. Is how it
Yeah,
is in
you
most
can't-
jurisdictions I live in.
Here, you can't begin the maneuver at all if anybody is anywhere in the crosswalk.
Interesting.
Yeah, in general.
Yeah, I know that varies state by state whether you're supposed to like go past the line or not, but yeah.
Yeah.
Meekins, no, don't cross the line. Oh, wait, no, that's correct. You need to be on the left side. I forgot. This is Japan. Okay, it's blue means go, blue means green.
Well, there was a red light for a while there, and the red light did not like become a blue light yet.
What the heck does that
That's-
mean?
I have no idea.
Is it there just to mess with you?
I think so. Like, I literally don't know what that sign means. There's nothing on that street.
Okay, so
Okay,
this
watch
is
out.
still like... This is still the test run from Cookies, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
I would have bailed on this a long
This
time
is
ago.
so long. I think if
Oh,
Meekins
man,
messes
it
up,
really
Meekins is
is.
gonna abandon this because it's still going. Yeah, this is... Oh, you almost
Oh,
hit the
good job
kid!
not
That was
murdering
so
the kid.
close.
Oh man, that kid. When I saw that ball, I was just like, "Oh God, I know this cliche. Slam on the brakes now."
No,
Speaking of
Cookies hit
slamming on the
car!
brakes,
Cookies, please just give up on this. Please bail. Thank you.
I
Looks like
love
we're
it.
going to the last V8.
Oh, well, the last V8 is actually doable comparatively. And it's got voice acting.
Look out. Falling objects. So, when I took the tracker image for this, I just grabbed the 8, because what else do you take a photo of in here to, like, represent the game?
Yeah, the 8's pretty appropriate.
Like, what the... I could do the car, I guess, but...
no, I approve of the image completely.
Okay, Meekins, watch out. It's a red light. Oh. Not yet. Up ahead is a red light. It's fine. You can't go through it yet, so...
It doesn't matter. Stopping in the middle of the
Okay.
road is not a violation.
I love how, because you have to do this perfectly, and it's like a race, and the stakes are so like high and everything, both of our competitors have started driving like a 95-year-old lady in Arizona,
It's true, and they still hit cars.
and they still cause accidents
Which
because
is
the
about
kids
right
here
for
just
a
like.
98-year-old lady in Arizona.
Have you seen the dash cam videos that catch like people trying to commit insurance fraud?
Oh,
seen
I
it to
love
Russia,
those.
but
Those
it's
are
from
amazing.
Arizona.
It's like the driver stops
Oh,
10 feet before the
Cookie's so
pedestrian that
close.
steps out into the road because they saw it coming. So the pedestrian runs up to the hood and like sprawls across it.
So,
Yeah. At that point, I don't care what they
one thing
say. I'm leaving.
One thing to note about the last V8 is that if you're driving straight left or right or straight up and down, it's relatively easy to control. However, as soon as you turn it all, guess what? Your controls are up, down, left, or right. So if you're not going straight forward and you push back, you're not going to exactly brake. Your car will turn. And because of that, it's very, very difficult to control the car in the last V8. Like, these accidents are so predictable. And
I want to point out that Meekin managed to slide sideways for a little bit while going at 8 kilometers an hour, so I want to congratulate Meekin on literally committing the slowest drift in history.
Meekin, by the way, still has not committed a violation.
I think she's getting near the end.
She might be. Yeah, but has she gone too slow to actually complete the state? We'll find out soon.
No, going slow is not a violation.
Yep, it's just a matter of
blue is go. Blue is
getting
go.
through there.
That is how I failed my driver's test, by accidentally stopping at a intersection with no stop sign. So, should be a violation. I disagree.
What is the yellow warning sign of an exploded car?
For the
mean?
train.
You need to stop
No,
because the train
Meekins
tracks are coming up.
Unfortunately, crossed
Meekins is
the
out.
line a little bit, and Meekins is like, I don't care anymore. That's way too long, is what she said in Discord, and that's correct. This
Yeah, she's
one
made
is
much better
pretty
choice
fast,
with
luckily.
this.
Cookies knows what Meekins is talking about. Doesn't even have to ask for elaboration.
Yeah, Cookies said, I gave up.
Yeah, so this state, it's like 5 minutes long, but you can't fail it if you tried.
Yep.
So we'll come back in 5 minutes.
Wait, what if you ran out of lives?
Okay, if you try, you can fail it, but you have to try really hard.
I was gonna say, don't lead me astray there. Oh, watch out for the aliens, weird bald baby.
So like, Mikan's already found an extra life, right? Like, this is pretty easy.
This is just Pac-Man.
Yeah, uninspired Pac-Man, but Pac-Man nonetheless. Then again, what is Pac-Man but uninspired Pac-Man?
I mean, you can't really... That's somewhere in the same general area as calling Shakespeare derivative.
Yeah, he was... Okay, for the time, Shakespeare wasn't... yeah, I mean, I agree. Pac-Man was revolutionary for when it came out. Everything else is derivative of Pac-Man, even Austin Powers is. It's just true.
Yeah?
Yeah. As somebody who has a master's in literature and writing, I feel like morally obligated to defend Shakespeare at least a little bit. I haven't had a Shakespeare class.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
As a fan of that JRPG that is a bunch of magical girls performing Shakespeare, I feel obligated
What?
to defend
Oh
Shakespeare.
god, I still have to play that.
Which
I grabbed
one
it,
is
but I
that?
haven't.
This Way Madness Lies.
It's
okay.
by the devs who made the all of the Breath of Death 8 and Cthulhu Saves the World, if you know those games.
Oh yeah, I know Cthulhu Saves the World. Yeah.
Zavoid, that's their name, Zavoid.
Yeah, so they made that,
Cookies
and then like
has cleared the last V8. Cookies moving up to 5 states cleared. Now, even though Cookies has 5 versus Meekin's 1, Meekins has a lot of the faster states left to go and can definitely make a comeback. Like, she's not out of it. And yeah, we've seen plenty of people who like start a little bit weaker and then come back. It's very, very doable here. Okay, 1 death is fine. Let the stupid baby cry. Yeah,
so,
the Bubble Ghost music is so good, and the goal is to clear
really
Hall
is.
29.
Yeah, so,
yeah,
that's all,
so there's a good number of holes to do, but you know, it's doable.
Do I say
Yeah.
it though when, like, oh yeah, Cookies is like, nah, Bubble Ghost not for me. Let's go to something else. That's fair. Wait, I clicked the wrong one. The last V8, not the Japanese driving game. Cookies did not clear the Japanese driving game. Correct. Thank you for correcting me, everybody.
That could have been a mess later on. We got it straightened out though. I think Cookies is just searching for like what's doable quickly still, because a lot of these states are long.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
unfortunately,
I think
Cookies
figured
is
out
gonna.
how to jump or how to shoot there, just didn't actually get the ball. Yeah,
The player is the blue team in
In
Bill
basketball.
Lambert's Combat Basketball.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, when we give this these gauntlets out, the players usually do not get the controls or honestly much information unless like there's absolutely no hope or we think it's funny to share the controls with them.
I did specifically tell them for Bill Lambert that B is like the only button and your controls are contextual.
Meekins is almost through Austin Powers. Yeah, in general, we expect 5 to 10 minutes to clear a state. Sometimes people can clear them faster. Meekins through Austin Powers onto our favorite general here, Bao. He's probably a general.
So this is, you actually play as Bao Zhang's bodyguard, and
Oh,
Bao
that's
Zhang was a
right.
judge, not a general.
That's right, you're a bodyguard and he's a judge. That's why you execute. Well, you don't execute, he executes. Although I
Yeah,
feel
sorry,
like you're
I'm kind of a
executing plenty of
stickler
people on the
about-
way.
I'm kind of a stickler about the lore behind this game, because it's like actual hybrid history / mythology, and I kind of dig it.
Yeah, which partially makes me think that even though we usually call this game bootleg, it's a little bit closer to unlicensed, since a lot of it, you know, is so, like, these resources are generally, you know, they made them specifically for the game, as far as I can tell. The music appears to be unique. That might not necessarily be the case. Some of the music may show up in other games, and I might be mistaken. But if it is specifically made for this game, I would just call it unlicensed. Sure, it's janky. Sure, it's got triangle jumps, but unlicensed nonetheless.
There's some info on the bootleg wiki about this. I believe it is taken from another unlicensed / bootleg game. A lot of the assets and the core engine and whatnot. But I don't remember where its eventual pedigree traces all the way back to. I think there is
I mean,
some
shovelware's
licensed
taken
game that's
from...
all the way at the bottom of the stack.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look. Because I'm very curious. Okay, functionally similar to the dragon, right down to the mechanics. Guess what? Every NES
Did
Simpsons
Cookies just
game had the
reset?
same mechanics and the same physics. Those aren't bootlegs because they made them.
So I think Cookies thinks they only have the 90 seconds, because I can't think of why else they would have reset there.
I think you may be right. But no, you get two halves. 2 quarters? Might as well be 2 quarters. We call them quarters in basketball. Yeah, punch the enemies. Like, why do you look like robots in this game?
Wait,
don't
we're not
know.
robots?
They look
I thought
like
we were
robots to me. Like, you do not look human. Who stands with their hands like that? Robots.
Option on the left was yes. Are you able to continue in the Chinese game whose name I will not butcher?
Yeah, you can, but you start the world over, so you might as well just load the state.
Okay, so no benefit to continuing
No benefit.
there. But that said, I think Meekins is going to get through it this time. Again, this is one of the shorter, easier states in my opinion. Maybe not as easy as the Simpsons one. That one honestly is terrifying for a lot of people because Bart versus the Space Mutants is a lot of people's nightmare, but it's really short, and as long as you can get the jumps, you're gonna get through it.
Yeah, the hardest part of that stage for me was realizing that I can do a running jump, because It's not obvious that the B button both shoots and lets you run. That's a sort of interesting combination. And
A is run.
we don't.
Jump is run.
No, it's shoot is run. How would
Just
jump be
learning.
run? It makes no sense.
This is
You can't
a
do a running
classic
jump.
problem in a lot of the Simpsons games for the NES, that jump is also run.
No,
You
it's
hold
definitely
jump
shoot.
to run.
It's definitely shoot.
Okay. Can anybody corroborate? We'll go ahead and move on from there. Oh, and you press both buttons to do the big jump. Well, that sounds terrible. Anyways, it takes a while to get used to the running mechanic in the game. Like, aha! I'm getting corroboration here.
Look, I'm sticking with my memories of when I played this game. That's all I got. Ew! Oh, nope, ball's not going in.
Oh,
Meekin has been
Meekin's
one hit
doing
from
well,
death.
but yeah, just one hit away from death. That's a little concerning, but enemy doesn't have a lot of health either. No!
There we go.
So,
That's fine. Death happens to us all.
so one thing I was able to figure out is you just stay in the starting corner and just spam attacks whenever the enemy gets close. You'll always be able to get that attack in before they can throw a dart, and then you just jump the dart. And that was a pretty easy way
There
to
we
get
go.
to the
Cookies
boss.
getting basketball in one half of the game. Not even playing the full game. Cookies moving on to the battle in Topolo.
Yeah, with our special guest opponent.
I
Oh, this is so good.
I love it so much. It's so stupid. Come on! I also love that Meekin's won this battle without even taking Crappy's health all the way down. How did that happen? I don't know. Oh, you know, we're to almost the 40-minute mark. Meekin still has plenty of a chance to come back. Like, there are some very short states here. There are some very long ones, but Meekin's can do it. Wait, did Meekin's clear the basketball one before?
I don't believe so.
No, Meekin's played an entire match and didn't make it to 12 points, and
dang
then
it.
chose to move on.
Okay, Meekins will probably jump back to that later on, I imagine. Oh, and there we go.
That's
Meekins
clear.
has finished Bow.
Yep, it's definitely a clear for.
And that's a clear for Cookies.
Oh, that's a clear for
Whoa.
Baochi Tian and for Topolo over on Cookie's side. Yeah.
Okay, Meekins figuring out how the run and the jump works. Okay, and yes, Crappy is dead. Cookies, fantastic job.
So where does Cookies go? I think Double Ghost is easily the easiest of the options. Cookies disagrees, though. Well,
No,
Cookies doesn't know how long this state is.
Tis a gift to come back where you want to be, and when you find yourself in the place
song has lyrics?
just right, you'll be in the valley of love and delight. Of course it does. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we shan't be ashamed to turn. Turn will be our delight, for by turning we come round right. I know how to be simple, okay? It's a gift. Hello! Thank you, Blasphemous Roar, for the raid. I appreciate it. And yeah, Cookies is doing exceptionally well in this match. Meekin still can come back, though. A lot of these states go by really, really quickly. And the Yoku blocks here, you just gotta be a little patient and figure out how Bart's crappy jump works. Because it's crappy. Not as crappy as the fire in the fighting game, but both of the players have cleared that.
Yes,
gosh.
both players have taken a moment of time to beat down Crappy.
Hey, Cookies has made it to the second type of screen. This snake usually doesn't cross the river, but sometimes it does.
That snake is important. I dig it.
Well, yeah, like, look at the way it moves. Oh my gosh, Cookie's just triple
That's basically what
jumping.
you have to do is you just YOLO,
Oh,
you
the
just YOLO
snake
your
did
way
cross
over.
the river that time. Okay.
This is so rude.
Oh, the snake went across the river again. Oh, we've got another snake in a river. Okay. There goes the snake. Okay, we've got bird now.
Bird.
Bird and
Bird?
staircase.
Oh, bird and staircase, not good.
Just
Oh,
keep
that's okay.
jumping.
We're
Just
yeah.
keep
If
jumping.
you keep jumping,
Nice dodge.
that was a
Ooh.
fantastic dodge. Unfortunately, Cookies is dead. Yeah, this. I have played a decent amount of this game, but not this far into it. I've played the Smurfs game because why not? It was Smurfs on the Atari 2600. Of course I've played this.
So I assume that like earlier loops have less iterations of these screens.
Yes. I believe it goes relatively quickly and it just adds another screen for every loop, but I'm not sure.
Makes
snake.
sense.
No, Cookies into the water.
What are
The
you supposed
snake
to
just
do in that
crossed the river.
situation?
Go
Cry
back.
like it's an Atari game. It's not trying to be your friend. Speaking of friends, hey Polk.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Polk.
This is therapy.
No,
This
the snake looped.
is. Yep. But yes, you were correct here. At every loop that you do of the thing here, it adds in one more screen of the exact same task while going faster every loop you have.
I love it.
It is evil. Evil
Except,
is a
like,
good
apparently the river is very important.
quote. Oh yes. It
I
is
love the
very
gradient
central
in the
to
background, though. Like, that's good stuff. Oh my gosh! Like, this is more than just... How many rivers is this?
Do you reset the count for this type of obstacle when you die?
Yes.
That would
Yes.
do
You
it.
have to
That
do
would it.
all the rivers if you die. Okay.
Oh yes. This river at the very least.
Those sound like the pterodactyls on Joust. They do. The birds sound like the
No,
pterodactyls.
you're right. That's why I'm laughing.
Spider.
You're 100% right.
Don't
The
like this.
spider is like
No! Well,
Also,
okay.
you downstairs, you have to jump down the stairs.
Yeah. Yep. There's no downstairs. There's just a cliff. You really
I like
have to
how the
jump.
music changed here. It's good. No, and
You
touching
stubbed
stairs
your
is
toe on
death.
the-
Do not touch stairs.
Oh my god. I love this game.
He's evil. I
Yeah,
keep
the
saying it, he's
cave
evil.
version of this song is strong, and it makes me laugh so much. It's like demented evil, 'tis a gift to be simple.
I compared this game a lot to Snoopy that we've had before.
Yeah, I remember
yeah, that
Snoopy.
tracks.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
the snake is
somebody could do
aggressive
the
this
same
time.
thing 10 times at least.
I've beaten Snoopy many times.
But have you beaten the nth plus first loop?
I did get through the first slow loop.
Oh wow, congrats.
I
have never had the
fast-forwarded.
patience. Oh, okay.
It still took like 15 to 20 minutes, but I got through it.
I believe that. The spider.
The
the
spider
spider's
is
just
so
chilling.
good. Like, he's just living his best life, you know?
Yeah.
Being a spider.
Banana.
Okay, question. Did Meekins clear the last state, whatever that was? The Simpsons. Did Meekins clear the Simpsons? Yes. Simpsons is down. I'm sorry, we were so intrigued by the Smurfs, and
Well, now we can be double intrigued. That's how double.
Indeed.
That's
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
a word.
And we're back to the river again.
I like the river. Wait, is
Old
this
Smurf River?
it's not after cave, right? Like, we're just back to the...
Yes.
There's a river
Yeah, you
after
go back
the
to
cave.
the river.
Yes. The very same river, very same snake, very same
Oh
everything.
my god. There's so
Game is
much river and
garbage.
snake here. I love it.
And it's quite random what kind of pattern it's gonna go. It's just got some checkpoints that's gonna turn or not, and decides, yeah, what? I'm gonna go one way or another. I'm gonna loop around.
Last life for cookies.
I'm not
every
feeling
time you
this
die-
clear.
No!
No, Cookies had
Oh,
it!
Cookies!
Oh no! You accidentally pressed right. You had to just keep jumping and not press right.
Meekin's doing a pretty good job of figuring this game out. This is Meekin's first time doing Smurfs, so really good push here. Meekins has learned that you can do a horizontal jump and then get your big jumps. Just
Yes.
an issue of timing. Oh my gosh. Oh, good. Past the bird. Yeah, just do not touch the edge of or the side of a platform, because if you do, you're in trouble.
Meekins is just ride or dying and holding right, and there's the die.
Nope, don't. Stairs are death. Stairs are death. You do not touch stairs. Just jump to the right. Okay, okay. Nope, just
Be a little more
just
patient
jump.
on this stage, Mikan.
There
Come
we
on.
go. That's okay.
This
This is
may be the one stage jumping's not the answer.
If Mikans can get out of Smurfs, like there's a real chance for a comeback. I think.
yeah, like last V8, super fast clear. Basketball, Meekins has basically done it. Nobody, or Meekin's not touching Roadrunner. Nobody should be doing the Japanese driving game. Bubble Ghost just takes a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough time to clear the Japanese driving game at this point.
Dirt, 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 dirt. I love this
It
music.
really does
Oh my
seem
gosh.
like the kind of game that Meekin is a little bit better
Oh,
suited
oh.
to. Ooh, bat.
Oh, I see a Smurf.
Chair.
Don't touch the chair. The chair will kill you. Oh my gosh, Meekin just...
This
How do
this
you
bat.
deal with this bat?
Yeah, jump over
You're
it.
just gonna jump on the chair and keep on jumping
No!
upwards and into the chair.
Oh, that's okay.
So
It was
close.
so close. Smurfette is right there. Okay,
And it
this
is
thing can go
all-
fast if you do
Ew.
it well, and or if you use the glitch that Cookies used, or the exploit, which I believe the speedrun actually does it as well. You get onto the platform underneath the catapult. Or not the platform, you get on the cacti underneath the catapult and just peck.
I can't really convey just how butts this game controls.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I haven't beaten it, but it's a very, 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 very impossible game.
But yeah, so Mikan clearly does not know what she's supposed to be doing here, unlike Cookies,
shows
who just
you on
immediately went
that
straight for the
screen.
speedrun strat.
Oh, Cookie's so close.
Get in there.
Yeah, if you have never played this game, this is gonna be a nightmare. Yeah, you just peck. You peck here. You peck. Hold down, and
Yeah, I mean, even the fact that
There's
you're
a
supposed to
hold it
the
down.
thing is not
I'm holding
obvious.
down, but not the white button.
yep, down plus another button lets you peck.
Just A.
Oh,
Just
Meekin
A
saw the
was
peck for a second there.
You don't need to hold the down button. Just hit A and don't peck.
Okay, fine. You don't have to hold a
Yeah.
peck. There are dedicated meep meep and blah, blah, blah buttons as well, which is very important.
Very. Those are mandatory,
Absolutely.
really.
A game squad is always better with me button.
It's true.
It's the law.
Okay, Cookies passed another snake and river. Oh my god. Like,
There we go.
how does this pass as video game design? How do you sell this?
Well, you put
Yes.
a sticker on it.
Oh, okay, yeah. You put it in a store. That's how it gets sold. I gotcha.
Buy the license. Hope people like the license enough.
Hopefully you got the
is
license.
optional. You don't have to get the license, you just have to put Smurfs in the game. Smurfs don't have to know.
The Smurfs will find out, okay?
That was
Yes, they have
interesting.
Metroid Dragon Fuzzy.
Trust me, like, if there is one person who is a fan of the Smurfs who sees the game, they're going to send an email to smurfs.com or whatever and be like, hey, I love the game, and Smurfs will know. Or they'll be like, yo, I hate the game, and Smurfs will know. Like, they'll find out. I know this. Why? Because we kept... When I worked for a website that dealt with art, I was doing community management, and this fan for Paddington Bear kept saying, remove all the Paddington Bear art. I'm like, people sometimes draw fan art of stuff, you know, and they're like, take it down now. And I'm like, you don't even work for them. Who
Yeah,
are you?
I feel like
We're
the
not going to
Paddington Bear
remove the
folks should be
Paddington
chill.
Bear art because you don't want it there. Shut up.
Yeah, no, Paddington Bear books are gotta be chill. 100%.
Yeah,
Also,
Paddington Bear
how is
can
that
go
suddenly a
die,
giant movie
seriously.
series? I remember those books from my childhood, and then suddenly, like, there's a movie series, and the movie series is good? What
Oh,
happened?
cookies! Got the Smurf smooch!
Wow.
There you go.
So, Japanese
Easy
driving
state.
game or bubble tea? That is the question. It's bubble tea. 100% bubble tea.
Yeah, don't do Japanese driving, please.
Meanwhile, Mikan just... Whoa! She was, attacking the boss.
Yeah, unfortunately, you cannot damage race the catapult.
Nope.
It is impossible. Cookies, what, are you just not playing? That's also an option.
Cookies has asked what they have left, and I'm like, do we tell them? Okay, I guess we're telling them.
I mean, you
They
could...
lost track of what they have left.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Like, the players, like, they do need to know...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, Bubble Ghost.
honestly, Bubble Ghost is the right call. Japanese driving
Yeah,
game.
Cookies was like,
is a
I'm
trap.
not doing the driving game.
Yeah, Bubble Ghost's not hard to control. You are strictly going 8 directions, so diagonals and orthogonals.
Well,
But-
nope, we're going. We're
Cookies is
gonna
doing
drive.
the driving game.
No,
But yeah,
Bubble Ghost
the
is
hint
such
detection
a
is very
better
strict.
choice.
It's like the one downside of that game.
Bubble Ghost is irritating stick. And they have been irritating. What?
But yeah, I literally don't know if you can beat this driving test in 5 minutes. It's pretty long. Oh, I would love to listen. Someone in chat commenting about Bubble Ghost's music. Yeah, I would love to just listen to that for the last 5 minutes of this match if you're listening to me talk Cookies. Also, if you're listening to me talk Cookies, you're in deep trouble. You shouldn't be here.
Yeah, and honestly, chat is asking why go back to this because it's this or Bubble Ghost. And if you feel like you're better at driving than being a ghost, you drive. That's the explanation that I've got for you. Now, as it turns out, Cookies Are Yum doesn't know that they are better at being a ghost than driving. It's hard to know until you've been a ghost. And I don't mean like just part-time ghost, okay? Full-time ghost. You gotta really be a ghost to understand it. Meekin's very determined to get some Roadrunner Death Valley rally here. Oh, very good dodge, but and then running into a rock. Well, I mean, that happens in this game. Welcome to Roadrunner.
Yeah, a couple of attempts ago, Meekin had a curious strategy where I think she realized getting hit by the actual armature does 2 damage.
Yep.
She was trying to damage boost through rocks.
Oh,
And
that's
that-
clever. I don't know if it'll
Yeah,
work,
it didn't
but it's clever.
quite work out, but it was really clever.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that your iframes don't last very long, and because of that, it's a bit of a challenge. Cookies Are Yum still using the mouse strats, despite me telling them that they have a mouse on their screen. Sometimes you just can't change life, you know? That's how it goes. There we go, the Bubble Ghost is happy. Good job.
1 down, 5 to go.
Now,
I'm
Commodore
not going to
64,
besmirch the
Bubble
racers
Ghost,
for
both...
having the mouse cursor on screen during this of all things. It's chaotic.
I don't mind, it's funny.
Yeah.
Like,
That's not a hero. No, never.
that's one thing. If I make fun of something that is on your screen, I'm not upset about it. I'm just having a good time. That's what we're here for when it comes to Kusogrande. We're having fun. Okay, the players might not be, but we as viewers and commentators are. We love this crap. Oh, come on, Roadrunner. Good, Meekins. Spending time pecking, but then opting to dash at a decent time. Good, good. Okay, looks like we've got a decent loop for Meekins. This is looking very hopeful. Oh, good dash. Now,
Yeah, at this point, Meekin could probably just damage race it, but you also don't want to invest this much time and then have it go wrong.
there we go.
There you go.
Meekins is through. The boss is down for Roadrunner. Although we only have just over 2 minutes left. Can Meekins clear any others? We'll see. It would be a big ask.
I mean, V8 is clearable in 2 minutes, but I don't know how many of the others
No,
are.
not Smurfs. Smurfs is not. No,
Yes.
no. Okay, basketball you can do. Last V8 you can do. I don't. Realistically, I don't think Meekins can clear 8 states in any way by the time is up. But basketball and the last V8, those are the two that you could clear before time is up, like 30 seconds each. Maybe basketball a little bit more.
They might feel that they were so close on Swerve that they think they can actually have a chance of doing it.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Why
a
did they do
choice, but I mean, there's not a choice Meekins can make to win the match at this point.
Game over.
I mean, well, I think Cookies is probably going to call it here. I get that feeling. Or, nope, it's going to play on.
Got a bubble. Got a ghost. It's not over till it's over.
I mean, anything that gives me more sick double ghost jams is fine by me.
Yeah.
I need to actually add this song to my playlist because it's.
I've
really
got
good.
it in my playlist because it's such a bop. Everybody, we found out about Bubble Ghost because of Commodore 64. I think that I was the one who chose it and gave it out years and years ago. The Game Boy version is kind of legit, but controlling it is really, really hard. It's just, the music's so good.
So children friendly.
Oh, and there is a Steam Bubble Ghost game that I actually have. I just haven't played it at all. It's not called Bubble Ghost, it's something else.
we go,
Meekins
Meekins
clearing
got it.
Smurfs! Smurfs is done! Anything else in the last 15 seconds? Last V8?
Go basketball? Go V8? I
Nope.
mean, I don't think there's quite enough time, but
Oh,
those would be the
basketball
choices.
indeed.
I don't think basketball is getting done in the next 3 seconds.
Nope. It absolutely did not. That is time, everybody. Oh my gosh. What an intense match. Cookies leapt into an early lead and held onto that lead the entire match. Meekins had a decent attempt at a comeback, but unfortunately it was just not enough to get there. Cookies dominated this entire match, and it was an exceptionally fantastic watch. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a lead quite that big. Meekins is fantastic as well. Like, don't get me wrong. Meekins has won many, many Kusogrande matches in all of its history. It's just Cookies is a prodigy, I suppose. You look at that icon, it looks like Cookie Monster / a kid dressed up as Cookie Monster, but no, it's a demon. A demon.
I mean, are you telling me
devoted
Cookie
to
Monster is not a
Kusoge.
demon?
Cookie Monster could be a demon. I don't know, a yokai of sorts. Hello there,
Oh, yeah,
Meekin. How you doing?
Definitely a demon.
Oh, definitely a demon. Oh no. Well, Meekin, I think that you know, based on some of the chats that happen in Discord. Oh, Cookies is coming and joining us. Hello there, Cookies. Welcome. Cookies, you there?
Oh,
I hear you
There
loud
you
and
are.
clear. Perfect. Well, the results are pretty clear, and I think that Meekins probably saw, based off of a little bit of the conversations there, more or less what the results are. Cookies Are Yum has 8 states cleared, and Meekins managed to get Smurfs right at the end, clearing 6, giving Cookies the victory today.
GG.
Yeah.
thank you.
The
That's
thing-
first game. I got. This first game got me really annoyed. I'm like,
What was the first one you jumped into?
the first game? What game did I play first? I don't even remember.
Oh, I thought that you said that was the one that threw. Oh,
No,
you
I
said
was
the
saying that
Smurfs. Oh
game
my
got me
god.
mad.
Yeah, I could see you getting angry with that. Especially since every time you died on a river level, it doesn't tell you, but it takes you to the first river screen of the set. So
The first time I got to the river thing, the snake never crossed the river.
yeah, and then sometimes the
Never
snake's
went
just
across
like
the river, so I thought it just can't go across the river. And then all of a sudden, it's changing up. It's changing it up. I'm like, okay.
It's all
Well,
the
this is a good lesson for you. Snakes can swim. Very important to know one day, perhaps.
they
it's
stay
actually
upright
true
when
as
they do.
well. Sometimes they stay a little bit upright. Like they got to keep their heads out of the water. They're reptiles. They're not
It's
amphibians.
like a snorkel.
The snake snorkel.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. That's okay. Well, sweet. So, out of this pack, were there any games that you're like, oh, this is legit kind of cool?
I'm gonna finish that driving test.
The driving test? Okay. I was gonna say, like, that would be put on my list of games I never want to play again. But I'm glad that somebody
at
wants
least
to.
the safe state part. At least the safe state. I don't know if I played the whole thing, but
Well,
I don't know how far. Did you?
Yeah,
did you beat it?
Nobody finished it. No.
Nobody finished it.
I have
and
no
we
idea how far I
expected
was.
that.
I got way too far. Is how far I got.
Yeah, you were about 2/3 of the way through, I think,
What?
when you.
Two
I
thirds?
went
That's
so
it?
far. I was like, how's it still going?
Yeah, I don't know either.
And then
Yeah,
I
my
crashed, so I'm
recommendation-
like, okay, usually the crash was like you insta lose, so I just gave up.
My
didn't wanna see
recommendation,
that.
play through the entire thing once, even with
No.
violations, and then you can decide if you actually want to try to do it. That was...
I was doing that my last try, and then I rear-ended the car. So last time I crashed, it's like insta lose, and I already wasted like so long.
Yeah, I
just
think that
trying to
might
get
have been
to
an
the end.
insta-lose.
So I just switched automatically.
Very
Like,
wise. I think that was the correct call. I mean, like, looking at the stats here, you had everything cleared except for Bubble Ghost in the driving test. And the Bubble Ghost was a little bit more expected of a clear. Like, Smurfs was one of those that Joel Wolf was like, oh god, good luck.
Really?
Yeah, in the...
I didn't even touch Bubble Ghost because I've seen it before and I knew I wouldn't be very good at it, so I just didn't even try.
This is not the Commodore 64 version. It's a lot less. It's a lot more playable. Let's phrase it that way.
Mhm.
Smurfs is just mean and long, right? So if you
It was
mess
long?
up- yeah, Smurfs is pretty long.
Is it? It took me like 2 minutes.
Okay, it feels long because it's
I
the
think
same
it's like
screen
1
over and
times
over
as
again.
long.
15 minutes in
Because I-
that state total, but I guess I don't know.
Yeah, let's just say that doing it like in one attempt, it's pretty short. But until you actually have the good attempt, it feels like a lot of repetition. A lot.
Like it's shorter than driving tests. Sure, I'll give you that.
Yeah, so Cookies was like, oh, driving test, that's interesting. I might go do that again. Meekin, was there any that stood out to you as pretty interesting?
Well, I think the block fighting game was really weird, and
I don't know how I won that, but
I don't either.
Well, what's...
The health bar was not empty, I just
we
won.
have no idea either.
We don't... Yeah, in fact, you had less health than Crappy, but you still won.
Right?
And I don't know why.
Yeah, he exploded, so I won. GG.
With that said, I'm really interested in that because I don't understand it, and I kind of want to play it. Yeah, that stood out to me. Of course, I love Bao Xing Tian, or Bao Xing Tan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
one is... It's a Kusogrande classic. And it's one of the bootleg / unlicensed games that I'm grouping here that I think has a lot of soul to it. Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally is a classic as well, but yeah, starting on a boss fight is not the best introduction to the game. But is there a good introduction to the game? I don't know. It's impossible to play.
I knew
One is a fun stage, I think, and then 1-2 is immediately cruel.
Yeah.
I knew Roadrunner had some like wacky physics that you could do with the dash.
Oh, yeah.
And so I had seen the game before, and I knew you could like peck, and I was trying to figure it out. and then I figured it out, and I still got hit a lot because the arm is giant and does 2 damage. What the heck?
Yeah, whereas Cookies, you managed... Okay, explain.
I just stood there.
I tried just standing there.
Okay, where did you stand,
found
Cookies?
No.
Where did you stand?
When I fell in the pit, I stopped moving, right?
You
'Cause
stopped
it
moving
was
on the
hurting me.
cactuses,
I
yes.
stopped moving on the cactus and it stopped hurting me. I'm like, okay.
And so Cookies just
Cookies
stood
are-
underneath
So
on
you
the
don't take
cactuses.
damage if you're not moving on the cactus.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
I'm not-
congratulations
Start
on beating the
thinking
speedrun strat. I just assumed you'd seen the speedrun before.
Oh.
No, I just stood there.
Wow.
If you
Yeah.
stand on the cactus, can you still like hit it? Too?
Yes!
That's so
Yeah.
funny. Oh, I'm gonna load this.
The hitbox is weird.
Let me hop back over there. Let's see if you can manage to do this, Meekins. Yeah, we're listening to oh, to the left. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's. Well, I get hit when I'm standing still.
You need to be on the wheel.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I was just standing, yeah.
Oh, like right. Oh,
Oh, I don't know. Well, I wasn't standing there. Maybe it's a certain spot. I don't
There
even
was
know.
a strange, precise location. You still might be able to damage race it even while, like, because it's 1 bit of damage.
Oh, that's so weird. I'm watching the stream right
Between
now.
the wheel and the cactus.
I was standing on the left of the wheel and I just didn't get hurt anymore.
Can you hit there? You can't hit there. Okay.
Like, I was standing on the cactus to the left of the wheel.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it was strange.
I think it was the foot was.
And I wasn't getting hurt, so I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna stand here.
Yeah, that particularly
I don't know, that seems
surprised me
weird.
because I haven't seen it like where damage completely stopped, but I think
I
that
don't know.
like
I
you
don't
can
know.
stand, you can just
I'd
stand
look
there
at
and
them.
damage race it because it's only 1 bit of damage. As long as it doesn't shove you over, I guess. Oh my gosh. This is a game that was made by developers, you know? But yeah, I honestly had, like, this was a fun gauntlet for me. The last V8, absolute BS. You all, like, you felt how weird the controls are. Cookies got through it. Meekins, you were like 0.1 kilometer off of
I was
finishing.
pretty close.
You were
I
very, very
figured that
close.
weird turn was like it, but
Yep.
that turn was weird, and I only got there like once. Like, let's move on.
Oh yeah, the controls for that
It's so
V8 thing?
bad.
Yeah.
I played that as a kid.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
When you start going too slow on that last turn, you go reverse or you just start turning because it's not.
Oh,
Um.
I found the spot.
Oh, you did?
I don't know what I did different.
Okay, yeah.
You're GG.
There we go. We had a small shot of where Meekins was standing, so we've got evidence. Okay, there we go. Sorry, Wile E. Coyote, get smushed. Well, cool. So, Cookies, congratulations. A very well-earned victory. Feel great about this. I'm so glad, like, Meekin, you're an absolute legend. I'm sorry that you're eliminated, but, you know, it happens to almost everybody at some point during Kusogrande. That's how it goes. It's a tournament.
Everyone but one. in
Everyone but
fact.
one. And then
I've
that
done the
person
math.
we shame
My
forever.
God.
Yeah. So, no, that's okay. You are freed. However, we do have the tradition of asking for your final words for your tombstone. So, do you have any last words, Meekin?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Was there a quote in one of these games? I don't think any of these games had like.
I mean, the
What was
V8
the
game.
driving test penalty quote?
Penalty -7.
Oh gosh.
You have been assessed a violation or something like that.
You-
What was it?
You violated
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know. You're a
I don't
violator.
remember what I don't remember what the V8
You can
said.
you
It's
can
really
make your
pixelated.
own quote as well. Like,
You have committed a violation. Tramble says.
you have committed a violation. Well,
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine. You can do that.
Good. You have committed a violation. Congratulations. Well, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Is there anything that you'd like to plug before we let you go?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Hello.
well, that's
I play
fine.
video games sometimes.
You can plug bunnies.
Yeah, go bunnies.
Yeah, go bunnies. I wholeheartedly agree there. Yeah, Meekins does stream occasionally. Meekins Box, you are all more than welcome to follow them. I always have their Twitch names up on stream whenever possible, so just so y'all know. What about you, Cookies? Anything you want to plug?
I mean, you can give me a follow as well if you want.
Okay, follow as well. Are you?
Yeah, I haven't been streaming much.
That's fine.
Lazy.
I mean, sometimes you take a little bit of a break and then you never know, you might come back and have a whole bunch of streams later. I think building community is good. So, yeah, Cookies, the dominator of the match today. Congratulations.
The next match is, wait, am I, like, in, like, semifinals now or something? What am I?
You're getting pretty close. You are moving on to Losers 5, and I closed the tab that explained more. Oh my god.
You are in Losers semis, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
so getting pretty
It's
close to the end.
It's something else.
Nope, we're moving on from there. What is the next round? Oh my gosh, why did I close this? Because your next round is going to be the House of Mouse. Specifically, they are Disney games, so watch out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, any other of the GMs here with me want to give any plugs before we take off for the day?
Well, I gotta prepare myself for a patch on the arcade pit in about an hour.
Ah, sweet. Yes, Arcade Pit over at twitch.tv/smite. Well, good. Any other plugs?
Oh, I did want to say something.
Okay, go for it.
If anyone wants to join, I just saw yesterday the mystery tournament channel. They're doing like a competition of a team competition.
Oh,
If
really?
anyone wants a teammate, I'm available.
Oh, that's cool. Now that I know about that, somebody should poke me because I might want to get involved with that as well.
Like
So
teams of 3 or 4.
in fact, we're going to raid the Mystery Funhouse. They're currently streaming Mystery Tournament 19. Anything else? Oh, it looks like it's a vodcast. Maybe we won't. I don't like raiding VODs. That's just me. Any last plugs before we go? Because I will leave. Perfect. Well, everybody, thank you so much for Kusogrande. We're going to raid Willard J. Bradley during this week. We do have a Kusogrande match tomorrow night. That's on Monday. We've got Don't Make Us Bored coming back on Wednesday, just so y'all know, and we will have more Kusogrande during the weekend. So feel free to come by. Again, 7 p.m. tomorrow, 7 p.m. Wednesday for Don't Make Us Bored, and then check out the schedule, exclamation point schedule. We're rating Willard J. Bradley, and we are going to say you have committed a violation. Yeah, you have committed a violation. Bam.
Oh, no.
There you go. That's your raid message, and I'm sharing the link over in YouTube. If people want to go there as well, you are welcome to. No requirement, but everybody who wants to join is welcome. Okay, everybody, thank you again for the partner anniversary. I didn't know it was today, but hey, sometimes you learn things. Take care, friends, and have a good rest of your Sunday. Till next time, bye!
Bye.
Bye!